educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the new. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed.
Yeah, horsing around for sure. And
Hello. What's up? What's up, guys? We are live. अभी global esports and इसका मैच चल रहा है. Team Secret. So
For
map
the
पे
side
कोई
of
Lotus.
GES, as now
Okay.
Global Esports will
We
go
switch to
straight
the game
onto
scene.
Lotus.
all right, so both of them trying
Interesting.
to pick at
What
their
up, Saurav?
recent
What up,
W's
Panchul?
and the
क्या
opponent's
हाल है?
recent losses.
What up,
Team
Jen?
Secret, I mean, while they have had wins
What up,
and
what's up,
splits
what's up?
before, they haven't been liking how it's looked afterwards, so that gets banned out. Ascent gone as well.
Finds the
Okay.
decider.
Bind decider,
Game
eh?
3
Oh
on
my God.
Bind where it's
Defending
like
Team
really
Secret, okay.
close. Ooh, that's going to be spicy.
So Team Secret, of course, we did see them play behind. It was against T1, in fact, when T1 first pulled out that Genku composition. So Team Secret was forced to have a bit of a wake-up call there. But I'll tell you what, we're going, triple sites in the first two maps, and then bind. I mean, no matter who wins, this is going to turn into a chaotic bloodbath between these two teams.
Honestly, I enjoy watching the Southeast Asian teams play Haven. It's just so different than the strats that Korea and Japanese teams do. So here we are with our team comps right now. Is this anything unusual? Borkin back on the Omen. He's had some crazy Borkin time moments on Haven.
Yeah, it's pretty standard here on the side of Team Secret, whereas on the side of Global Esports going for the Viper Harbor, so a little bit of a change up there, going with the Sky as well, kind of I don't know what you would call it, maybe like a new age.
I mean, yeah, this
Okay,
is
Rossi
kind of the
again
go-to
with
meta right
Jet.
now if you want double controllers, right? You get so
Yeah.
much control of the
map, eh?
map piece by piece, and the Sky can not only get info, but also really
What up,
support your
Shoaib?
main duelists with the
क्या
flashes
हाल है?
and stuns as well. Curious to see how this works out, because
यार मुझे लग रहा था अगले हफ्ते होने वाला मंडे.
and the former
मुझे
kind
पता
of
नहीं था
very
कि
meta
किसी
comps they've had
मंडे
hasn't
को
looked
है.
good.
That's right. And on the other side for Team Secret, the last time they played Haven, that's when they beat DRX. So let's see how this goes. We're ready to go into game one. We've got Team Secret versus Global Esports on Haven. And now we're going to go to our casters, Achilleos and Quack in the return to Jumanji.
Very good. Thank you very much. This one now. This is the match. This is the one for all
ये
the
मोहित
marbles.
वो
One of
है.
these teams. Now right.
मास्टर
One
है
of these
जो
teams
कैंसर फैलाता है
is
ना
effectively going home at the end of this. They will not be a part of the playoffs. Obviously, there's still the LCQ, so
Tournaments
it's not
में
like your year is then
ये हुआ
over.
है.
But that is a hell of a lot of time to sit back and watch. And one of the things that we have heard from on the side of Global from SK Rossi now numerous times is that he does not
क्या
want
हाल है
to be
हर
the spectator. He wants to remain in that seat on stage.
And you have to respect that.
अच्छा
This guy
अपनी
is hungry, he is thirsty, and he is here to play. Will might call this a chaotic bloodbath. I say,
अच्छा
welcome to the
बोल
jungle. This is what these 3 site maps are about. And of course, you know, we can look at Aaron and his frenzy kills.
37,000 kills!
मेरी ऑडियो हो रही है
No, kills. not 1,000. But yeah, I
डबल
mean,
ऑडियो हो
this is
रही है
Global
अच्छा
Esports. We know them to have
ओके
a lot
अभी
of
नहीं
strong
आएगी
pistols. Can they convert to more round wins?
Well,
हाँ अभी नहीं
time will
आएगी
tell, but I mean, they're talking about the compositions. I mean, this is effectively, you know, the loud Pearl comp now shifted over. We just saw it from DRX. Maybe Global didn't quite get the message that Team Secret first banned Pearl.
This is not Pearl. This is Haven.
But yeah, they brought this, they're bringing this comp out, and it's yet another different look because even in the series that they have played, they've been playing 3 games of Haven so far here in 2023 with this roster. They haven't really gone from meta compositions. We've seen them operate without Breach. So this is yet another turn up, a little shift from them. Magneto creeping forward. First shot comes across. Jesse Bash on the floor. As the Pistol Princes look to try to convert this into yet another one, but Magnet blown up by Jeremy, who also gets Aaron to boot. Rossi pushing around the side, finds one, gets another. Jeremy taken down. Rossi at 12 HP.
भाई
Now
पिस्टल राउंड तो गोलबल का ही है
double lurk around from the back. Dubstep 64 HP, needs to win this
पट
fight.
से मारेगा देख टेक्सचर
Trailblazer in the meantime should spot out Borkum.
Storm available as well, but he wants to lock down
ओए
this one
ए
position.
ए
Couple shots
अरे
coming
फ्लैश से बच गया
Paranoia not hitting. Texture gets Dubstep. Now it's all on Borkum.
You know where he is.
It's Borkum time already. Goes for the cross, gets himself in, taps the spike. Nano Swarm was cleared.
भाई रॉसी
Rossi,
अरे
on HP.
रे
Borkum finds one, pushes into the smoke though, the reload's
Easy.
not done. And Texture will get himself a second, and Global continue on their pistol
ऐसा
dominance.
है क्या
Very, very impressive. I mean, looking at this composition, yeah, you might
टीम
be
सीक्रेट
wondering,
2-0 देखो गाइस
how
हेटर
did
है
it's
गोलबल का
Pearl?
हेटर है ये
Is it the same thing on Haven?
बड़ा वेदांत क्या हाल
Because
है
of the fact that you have 3 sites, because of how Team Secret are trying to position themselves, it kind of confuses them. You know, you have that early high tide into the B site, which I think Envy or Jeremy was pinging out. They weren't quite sure as to where Global Esports were approaching. And as soon as you peek out into A long, you see a whole squad of
मोहित के पास
players.
पैसे नहीं
Now,
आए
Global
गाइस
Esports, of course, they get banged up by paint shells. Once more, they have
ये वो
the buys
थूकता है
to
भाई
be
ये
able to control this.
ओए
Push up, Jeremy.
रेडी वो क्राउच करके आ रहा था आगे हैं
It's a massive
आने
response.
नहीं
Money
दिया
with the Phantom in hand, finding one. Shock Dart tags he and Aaron down just quite a bit. Jesse tries to go on the push.
अब मोनी
Flashes
सीधा
in,
गन ले लेता है बे
loses the Phantom.
बंदूक
Not quite the team secret we were seeing against DRX. They had a lot more heroic plays with the shotguns, but now today,
के पास वाइपर भी है
not as loud as before.
Soft start, but
सुबह नहीं ना इनकी वजह से एक ही स्मोक्स है
close out this round, barring utter catastrophe.
हेवन में लो
Third round, that's where
चल
the
ग्लोबल
importance
का
really
लोटस
starts
है
to shine through
हेवन
for
सीक्रेट
Secret
का
to
है
pick up a
मैप
round win.
चूस
Take that bonus away. Starting to back out. Rossi staying in the site for a little bit longer.
पट से मारेगा ये देखना अभी
Borkum and Dubstep going down to the spike.
करने जा रहे हैं और क्या
Safe accident, yeah. Oh,
And
I don't-
there's Rossi with the linger.
definitely not going to be able to ninja.
डब स्टेप
Still, bit of a classic round and a flawless win for Global Esports. The team that, as you mentioned yourself, Achilles, the Pistol Princes, they bought up huge and they played it safe. They have this default that is still kind of trying to be solved by Team Secret.
तुम लोगों को ये
So
सीक्रेट पता है
there's so much
मोनी है ना
and as always,
मोनी शुरू के राउंड्स में ले लेता है फ्रैग्स
oh my god.
वो फ्रैग ले लेता है और फिर बॉटम में कौन है देखो भाई ऐसा
They just fly around India and just
Different,
post it at
yeah.
different cities. It's never the same location.
I wonder if Team Secret's
Okay,
doing the
अभी
same
दो है
thing
B पे।
today. Laban, yes.
Well, sure. We'll take a look.
Oh.
If
अरे
gonna find two.
Spike down mid.
That one
अरे।
play is out there, giving him something certainly to cheer for. Massive opening.
It's
always, it's Envy finding a lot of these sharp kills. Now Global, you got 3 players remaining, and you have to figure out a way to give yourself a safe entry onto a site. But then again, you got 5 players on Team Secret and a lot of
C,
the map
do
being
B.
controlled. B is definitely not going to be a safe answer.
Stun कर देगा ये stun.
Get a feel for it. See how it is. Ready to clear high, put some damage down. Fault line though. Keeps him into the corner. Fazzy in the meantime taken down in garage.
कोई नहीं, ये bonus round है वैसे भी,
Pixel's already
but
used the
still
camera, can't try to displace texture, just gonna have to
they're
get
trying
it.
to
Put
do
it up against the rest
economic
of the
damage
wall.
जितना हो
Team
सके
players
उतना
here for forward. I
चलते
feel like
हैं.
this is going to be their best chance. And
थूक दिया
Marquette will
भाई.
catch one. No flawless. How many guns can you hold on to is the question now for Secret. Push in. Still, again, playing high. Dubstep finds a crossfire. Monyet gets another one. Swings across, gets himself
Aye,
inside. But then just see back
left
arrives
में
from
भी है,
Blink
right में भी है.
to shut it down. 3 weapons going to be held on to. Secret get themselves on the board in the third.
Not too shabby.
कोई नहीं.
And I just want to see that
They have
replay
money
again
for
because
this round.
starts off with Envy on a double kill. As soon as Global Esports peeks out of window, he shuts them down, and this gives Team Secret the advantage.
Okay, default wall डालता है ये.
If they
मानिए
keep that up, that would be
default
huge,
wall
but at the
towards
same
A.
time, you have to think about, okay, I see. It's just a simple burst as Global Esports aggresses onto the mid side, but that's the thing. You're never quite sure what Global's about to do. Like what Will mentioned on the desk, it's been a long time since we saw Global Esports play this map.
Oh,
and now
lineup
they're
है. किधर जाती है ये smoke?
approaching it with a completely different look. Team Secret has to adapt
अच्छा
on the
diff.
fly.
Oh, it's a C lineup.
Outside the garage, Trill
क्या हाल है
way
कार्तिक?
alongside.
What up?
Waiting
Good
here now
afternoon.
cleared.
Good
Spot
evening
one
हो गया.
on the
4
corner.
बजने के बाद
Right here
good
on the
evening
C site,
होती है.
he's gonna have
ठीक
to
है.
back off. Zinvi waiting inside of the window. He gives up this position without finding the kill. Finally does re-swing. Gets one.
Whee!
Another for his trouble. It's another double. And he's putting up huge numbers and giving them the advantage. Texture creeping in, however.
Texture
catches
का
Jeremy unawares.
lurking insane है.
A site, but
जो
now
घुसता है
occupied,
timing
but
से.
Jesse Bash on a very deep lurk.
But Viper की
Going up
positioning
into
देखो.
the
He's
alarm
not
bot.
with the
Okay, it's out
team.
of range.
Chill करके अपना खेल रहा है.
Blind. So now they don't know. Aside from the turret.
Monyet, I mean, if Jesse can find him, that would be big advantage, but
Okay, window
instead
मालूम
it's
पड़
Monyet
गया.
receiving that information, still
Now
undiscovered.
Dubstep
Viper will be at
Dubstep
risk.
could be the difference maker. Texture gets another. And Monyet will fall.
1 on 2.
That's a little bit too late.
Dubstep गाना सुनाएगा ये.
Fills up a little bit. Turret comes through.
Oh,
But the nanoswarms are set.
Nanoswarms, and he's uncertain as to where the
रुको
secondary player could
guys,
be.
ये
He can see
कैमरा
lane,
घुमाऊंगा मैं
just
थोड़ी
over
देर
the
में.
garage. There are too many risks involved, and Dubby opts to back himself out of that situation instead. So 1-3 for Global Esports, despite, again, another explosive opening pick from Envy. That little garage window wooden panel is paper thin.
ये कुछ भी था.
It's still
दो मर गए
Global
उधर.
Esports with the right trades, and they go in really fast with the texture, being able to sneak in thanks to the high tide, perhaps. It's so much value being gained. This double controller composition is actually working.
So now, I mean, if the first series taught us anything,
सीन
these
है कि
can't
A वाला
be
default
disrupted
wall डाल
across
दिया
the
वो.
window.
हर round वही डाल रहा है. लेकिन what if we go there वैसा वाला है. A push होने वाला है इस बार eco round पे. C पे भी forward आया है काफी.
Oh,
Cutting
ठीक है
all
lineup.
the way across up into garage as well. Is Monyet. Oh boy!
अबे ऐसा कौन
This is
check
one ready
करता
for
है
that
बे?
Rossi a little bit too late on the catch. Spams out the knives. He's really trying to get a pick, but I don't think he reads it. No, he does not. Oh my god! Because of the paranoia, he couldn't hear that shrouded step. Ends up getting taken down. Passing out. Found. But
Oh
Dubstep
my
gets the headshot there for the Sheriff.
god.
Spray across Aaron. Trading one back. Turns to the flash. Enemy here in the window, but it's going to be a 2v1. Aaron somehow
Nice.
wins that. Jumping up over the top.
okay.
2 rifles recovered, however.
Standing ahead.
Aaron taken down as Jeremy just continues to lurk at the back of B. Texture now. A very dire situation. Paint shells flying his way. He's got to back off, but he's getting pinched from all angles at the moment.
Omen आएगा.
Just behind. Turret set up. Obviously wants to try to play for this one.
It's not impossible.
He's ready
Who's
to
aiming
take
above? अगर वो jump करके आएगा तो
Go for
पट
it.
से मारेगा उसको.
Doesn't want to give him that opportunity. Jeremy in the meantime out in the open. Now Jesse, he shows himself for a brief moment.
Seconds left.
Borkum still approaching through garage. Thought maybe he's going to front face a B. Looks like that's going to be the case at the end of it.
30
Texture.
seconds, okay.
Taps a spike. Plant not coming through yet. He's going to try to go to A.
got
Knife
no
out.
shields.
Here's the footsteps. A couple shots coming across the elimination. Texture now brought this back into a winnable spot.
He's got smokes though.
Smokes are there.
10 seconds left.
Planning just on the side, on the fringe of the site. Doesn't spot him. Borkum tucked into the corner. Just on the opposite side of the wall. The lockdown technically available, but surely he doesn't use it here. Borkum starting to creep forward. The shot comes in. Borkum misreads it. And Texture with 3 will clutch it out.
Texture. I'm looking for that copy pasta. Texture Killjoy is good, even if it's a tough structure.
And it's Global calling a timeout.
Off of a win.
I don't mind. I mean, you would suspect that this timeout might have been requested when it looked like the round was lost, before Texture gets that. And I don't think that they can retract it thereafter.
ये इसके बाद पीक नहीं किया सोवा ने अगर इसके बाद पीक किया होता ना he might have यहाँ पे
Probably been
chance
saying, why is this so messy? Why do we have to rely on Texture clutching in order to stretch this lead?
Fair enough.
Either way, it will be Global putting up the first timeout here in the map with a 3-round stretch lead.
global ने ले लिया time out
But what a
उनका सबसे
performance.
गंदा
A
player कौन है
1-on-3 clutch, and you can
ये
definitely see
मोहित
that Spin is
मोहित
making
सबसे
some
गंदा
calls,
player है
talking about some decision making between the teams. It was meant to be a C-side execute. It got a little bit messy when Monyet, you know, with that little corner by Cubby and Dubstep being involved, Borkum being involved. It was such a magnificent play from Team Secret. You had the paranoia, the shrouded step just to throw Rossi off. And then, meanwhile, headed into towards Garage, you had players from Team Secret just ready to receive them. Almost a thrifty win until Texture arrives.
Well, now. Secret. Also, probably not going to be... They're probably going to be pretty happy, frankly, having the timeout called. Wardbird's saying, thank you very much. Don't have to burn one of my own.
They have a lot of ultimates, but this does mean that you have to consider so much in the following rounds. What could the opposite team be doing? SK
करने का मन नहीं कर रहा
Team Secret might not expect.
अरे अरे मेरा तो ये काम ही है यार
Again, it's that same default. Toxic screen up on A. Someone could be an A short and Team Secret is unaware. High tied up on towards B once more. And Dubstep is forced
ये ऑफ लिया
to
इसने
stay in this one spot. See if anyone's pushing in. Noise in towards Garage though. And that pulls some players over onto the other side.
Fault line will catch Rossi. Tucking into the cubby. Go ahead and re-swing the check, but obviously
If we
can
can
be
actually
hightailing it the other way.
shoot out some of these Killjoy utilities, we could get to B site.
Watch goes across. Spray down Texture. Getting chipped at. Needs to get some TLC from Bazzi. Tap on that plant, but decide to call it off.
हाँ यही था
Avoid this one. Push out of garage zone. Texture does get finished.
अरे
Borkum finding one. Rossi now tagged by the Hunter's Fury. Dashes away. Borkum again pushing forward. Noted by Monyet.
30
किसी
seconds
कोई
left.
है नहीं इनका
Push their way
लड़का
up here towards B. As you say, 30 seconds remaining. Time is dwindling. Aaron needs to win this opening duel. Spawns him. Dubstep swings in. Finds two. The spike now on the ground. Rock into the corner. Rossi's obliterated. The up is lost, as is the round.
Imploded in a matter
जावी
of
का
seconds.
अच्छा है या
They started out
LG का
great,
कम प्राइस
were
में
trying
सेम
to bait out bits of
फीचर में मिल
utility,
जाएगा
bait out
जावी का थोड़ा
ultimates.
महंगा पड़ेगा और
Then
कुछ
the
नहीं है
Rolling Thunder. Then the
Both
peak from
monitors
Borkum
are
outside of
similar,
Garage.
kind
It just
of.
breaks them apart. Even going in off of it, the final
LG का तुम्हें
moments.
सस्ते में
It's
मिलेगा
just that one little
the thing.
spray. Once again, these wooden panels are paper thin. And it's such a good control play from Team Secret's players. Dubstep getting this, and then the showstopper instantly to follow through.
स्पॉन्सर्ड नहीं हूँ भाई मैं
2 to 4. Team Secret,
And
you
mind you,
cannot count them out.
in all of the chaos, Monyet dropped the pit.
Oh,
So,
that's expensive.
It's even worse for him. Not only is the
Ulti.
op gone, but so too is that ultimate. Now though, looking to maybe up the pace as they go over to the C site.
दौड़ो दौड़ो दौड़ो
Reckoning
दौड़ो
comes
दौड़ो
across.
दौड़ो दौड़ो
Borkum trying to watch for it, catch somebody on the entry, but has to pull away. Bazzi now trying to hold garage. Spots one, spots two.
my.
Oh, the drag across is so damn clean.
An instant double keeps Team Secret at bay. 3 players all stuck on the other side of C.
ओए
lane.
डिंक
They
Yeah.
try to peek
मरा
back.
नहीं फैंटम
SK
वैंडल
Rossi's
होते तो
here
मर
with the
जाता
operator.
वो
I mean, that dink is enough to send them packing. Jeremy's like, no, no,
हो
no.
गया सेव
Jeremy.
सेव हो गया
Not
सेव हो
losing
गया
this one. Head for the hills.
मेरे को लग रहा है कि ग्लोबल हैज अ गुड चांस बट अभी क्या है ये मैप डिफेंस में कुछ भी हो सकता है
Flawless unless
because this is a
Borkum
little
finds something.
attacking map ये 3 तुम्हारे पास साइड्स है
Eventually,
वहाँ पे
just
जाने
will
के
have to drift away.
ऐसा
Want to give up too much to Global Esports as well. They are looking for them a little bit. Just playing it safe
Logitech का
still,
Logitech का
securing
क्या है
that
कुछ
lead.
भी नहीं है
Global
मेरे पास
Esports, a sudden fast rush into the C site. And also Garage Control just fends off a hungry Team Secret.
Huge one there from Bazzi.
स्पाइक लो भाई स्पाइक लो क्या कर रहे हो
I mean, not great. Obviously, you can see dubstep 2400.
ये हर बार ये वॉल
Really make up his mind and see what things are going to look like. Borkham can push that weapon over to a weapon over to him, and he will. So the buy is still going to be clean. Borkham
लाइनअप देखो
will
लाइनअप
be
देखो
running with this operator, so doing his best. What, Zekin, Cryo,
Hello, Samit.
Navera, impression. When do we get Mako with it all?
You want Mako and an operator?
All these controllers are using them.
It's not impossible, especially on an Omen.
He gets the timing off this wall drop.
Okay, he
Why
definitely
did they
hears
through?
the footsteps.
Oh yeah, they are making noise.
Oh, I think Texture saw it.
Swings into him, the shot goes wide. Texture finds one. Envy now.
ऑप
Going for the
करेगा
jiggle peek on the
करेगा
backside. Seeking Tower
साढ़े
leading the way, as is the Trailblazer. Stun on the Jesse Fash.
नहीं मिस्ड
Yep, on yet as he swings in, will find one, but Envy gets two yet again.
Jeremy here as
Lockdown
well.
now committed. Goes in fast, he pushing forward. Aaron there also to clear. Dubstep, he's got the sight, and they have to respect this lockdown. They have to hightail it out.
They have so much time just to rotate over to whichever side they want to go. They could lurk up in B. They could go over to C. They could even just cut noise and head back towards A. One player is.
That's what they're doing. And
detained.
look at the rotation. Dubstep is left.
You would have no
ओह
idea.
He said the alarm button, trying to get it back. Now he's gonna be
rotation
just recalling everything to try to get another setup, but he fully thinks that this is going to be shipped to C.
30 seconds left.
That means Global Esports gets the timing on him. They'll be able to set down the spike, perhaps drift into a deeper position.
प्लांट देख रहे
As
हो
soon as Dubstep rotates over, that could be his neck. Global Esports.
You should run.
Oh, and wow, just securing it.
Yeah, just
Okay.
to lock him out even further, get themselves into some forward defensive hold
safe
positions.
again.
Aaron potentially at risk, but okay. Alerts him to the presence. Dubstep finding one.
Um,
Brings it now to a winnable spot. The shot's work, a Dubstep! He gets the kills through. Grabs the operator. Goes for the defuse. Unbelievable.
how?
अरे
Absolutely
यार
unreal. Misjudges, rotates all the way to see sight.
But still manages to recover in that final
ऑप भी ले लिया यार
1-on-2.
उसने
He gets the gunfight. Global Esports, despite Texture having great numbers from before, great performances from before, in this one final moment, just not quite sure where Dubstep could have been coming from. They were kind of aware of it. They were kind of watching for that angle. But then, these sudden peaks made in confidence.
वही
even
right
guessing
click
at the
मारा
last second.
Yeah.
I think that's the same spot, but you can hear that crowd.
Oh yeah, they are fired up. Secret.
Oof
Giving them some more reasons to cheer. Jeremy is up here, top of the site. Just the wrist of Moniette spotted. Oh, it's such a hairline, but Aaron just gets right past that shot. Wall goes up. Rossi now tucked away. Has to back out of this position. Is able to do so safely.
Oh,
Texture looking to make for his contact. Viper wall raised. Drips across some spray. He knows that somebody is in a forward position.
All right. Well, once again, Team Secret kind of controls the sites, controls the map. They've got utilities everywhere, and that one bit of presence with the operator from Jeremy kind of pushed them off. But here we go. What that dog doing? It's going in towards Garage, and Global Esports just trying to poke and prod.
I'm trying to gain something. Fortunately for the side of Secret, though, with everything stacked up pretty deep here into the A site as far as the KJ util is concerned, none of it's been cleared out. All right, Nano off the rip, push into the back.
Nice.
Turns away from it, and Rossi is going to be good for the kill. Bashing out just behind the wall. Trying to wait for the timing when this does fall.
30 seconds left.
Moniette picked off, trying to go for the flank through mid. Envy getting that elimination, but Bazzi takes out
Nice.
just a bash. That's Jeremy with an AWP in heaven, and Envy to see if they can get anything done. Stun comes across, nade into the corner, Envy finds one. Jeremy gets the shot on the
Arey
Bazzi.
nahi.
Suddenly, a 2v2. Flash in, Aaron turns,
Let's
gets the
go.
kill. The shorty from Jeremy, however, strikes him down. And now Texture, once again in a position where he needs to clutch. Jeremy, the reset of the paint shells. He sends it towards Sewer. This could be monstrous. Chooses wrong, though. But Jeremy drops down and gets the headshot!
What is that? We have to see the replay.
How did they scrape by with these wins?
Was that a 90-degree flick?
Such a quick shift off the spike to the Vandal. And then puts one straight through Texture's forehead. Absolute heroics. Bailing Secret out of these last few rounds.
30 seconds left.
Unbelievable. Just catches him.
क्या अनलकी हो रहे हैं ना इतने से अनलकी हो रहे हैं क्या बोलने का.
If you look at his face, he wasn't even phased. This guy, this lad, 4 to 5, Team Secret on his back.
Jeremy again. And spotting one off the back of the recons. I know the Texture, a bit of an iffy position. How does he get out of here now? He doesn't. Swings in. Again,
ऐसे शॉट कभी नहीं लगते मेरे.
towards C, but this time Borkum.
नहीं
He
चल
plays
रहा
within the
Rossi.
site. He finds one. Envy catches Aaron on the cross. Monyet now left standing. Finds
मौन्य
two.
चल रहा है आज.
He's back into a decent spot, but as he tries to jiggle out, he's not ready for Jesse Vash to be that far forward.
1v3
Completely exposes himself.
1v3
Well, we've seen that 1-on-3 before. That was from Texture. Bazzi right now has one bird, well, 2 birds now to play with. Team Secret just working together as a group, though. If he rotates to B, that's where Jeremy is. Meanwhile, Jesse Vash and Dubstep right around C-Link.
I mean, cheeky play. He gets around the side of the box before the recon can ping. Turret not in line of sight either. Bazzi with a chance, but
Oh no!
decently reading this one. Jesse wasn't sure where he was getting shot from. Fires the shot straight into B. Bazzi now,
30 seconds
his
left.
turn to try to get the clutch.
Got 2 players together. Timing.
Catches one, swings
Hey!
out. Just not good for it. Dubstep finds it.
पॉप ले जा डिफ्यूज
Could have been
कर.
possible if he did land that first shot, but that said, still a good recovery from Team Secret. Was an attempt at a C push, but again, looking at the replays,
वो सोवो को एक्सप्लेन कराओगे कि तेरा टरेट कहाँ देख रहा है था मेरे को कोई आइडिया नहीं है.
once Jeremy gets that opening pick, there's so much that could go wrong. And with players like Envy just holding up back sight, they managed to lock it down.
Clean stuff. I mean, scrappy rounds the whole way down. But Secret now tie it up. And this is after that
Substance abuse, क्या?
4-1 lead that Global had established
yeah.
very early on. And I think that
It's
in
35
hindsight,
likes. 50
pulling
कर
the
दो
trigger
चलो.
on that timeout is certainly hurting at the moment because they'd probably love to pump the brakes.
If we look at the ultimates as well, I mean, I've said this before, Team Secret, they're a momentum-based team. Once they get going, it's hard to stop them. They've got 3 ultimates in their pockets. Good smoke, though.
It's back over the top. I mean, he's just trying to jump peek this one.
But it's an operator, so he has to be very careful about this. Maybe just a retake setup instead.
Rossi and Paranoia just keep him locked in position for now. Rolling Thunder across. They want this site, and they want it right now. Showstopper out. Jeremy just sending it down long. Gonna be able to get anything, and Monyet stays tucked.
Oh my god.
Unscattered for now. The Boombot goes over the top, but Jesse Bash gets himself on Lumber. Ends up coming up with the kill. Texture forward in garage. Everybody on this side of the map.
They're just waiting for
Defensive
Texture
setup
to pick
still there
somebody.
from
अगर किसी को
Dubstep.
pick कर लिया ना
Got
उसने.
the dark cover in 5 seconds. I think that's what he's calling for. Smoke off garage, smoke off C long, and then go in for the tap. But Global Esports just waiting for a pick.
There's no ambiguity here. They know exactly where they are. The turret's not making contact. The alarm bot not making contact.
Oh.
Dubstep staring at B.
Seconds left.
ओए
Puts Jesse down to 6. Jeremy counters,
उनको
swings over,
पता नहीं
finds
है
Bazzi.
स्टैक है.
The kill comes across. Jeremy gets a second one, gets a third.
जेरेमी भाई
Suddenly Texture now
बुलडॉग
needs
से
a
मार रहा है.
1v5. And this seems just like a bridge too far. Will swing out, gets Envy, the off shot not connecting, but Jesse Bash, even though he's at
Triple
6
look,
HP, will be able to stay alive. Speaking of sixes, Secret
Last round in
lock
the
in a
half.
6th round win, and they take the lead.
No need to call for timeouts right now, I'll say that. 4 rounds in a row. It was a 4-round lead from Global Esports at the start, but here
Right click,
is Team
OP.
Secret. And as much as
Right click,
Global
OP.
Esports wants to delay some pushes, try to go in with a little bit more of
Right
a
click OP
coordinated
है भाई
execute,
Bulldog की.
it's not working out anymore, especially when Team Secret has that intel. They know it's going to be a C hit. They didn't have to move. You need more ambiguity with those walls, those high tides, those toxic screens. And right now, it's not happening.
Can they get a read on where this AWP is positioned? Rossi again with one of his own, but he's just looking to counter any aggression out of a lobby.
Anticipating pushes from Team Secret, but they're not giving it to him.
Texture starting to swing. Okay, the AWP shot does not hit. Well, they know where the operator's at.
Garage.
But again, I mean, this is so heavily populated right now from the side of Secret. Aaron just trying to go up into window. Envy takes his head off, gets a second one. Bazzi, however, doesn't get some back. Hunter's Fury cutting across. Bazzi tagged once, tagged twice. He's dead.
And then the Viper's Pit from Monyet. They do have the C site, but guess what? Team Secret still has numbers. They have the utility.
ऑप मिल
How
गया
maybe they
बे.
play both of them within this pit. It is just
उसने
gonna be
उठाया
Monyet.
है?
Rossi obviously
मिला
with the AWP now.
It is a fighting chance, this Viper's Pit. But Garage is a big opening gap.
Smoke down, but
अरे यार.
Rossi's still moving. He's still swinging. That finds the kill. Monyet good for one. Tucks back in. But can he clear dubstep?
Sneaks out of it. They're
We're
going
gonna double
together.
face. He gets one. Spots him, and Monyet will clutch it. A 3K to drag it back. A 6 tied up half. Global holding on. But Secret
Rossi
now
नहीं चल
moving
रहा.
over
Rossi
to the
नहीं चल रहा.
attacking side. This is in their hands.
Very, very doable. Even odds on both ends. And still,
They were able to.
I mean,
कौन कहाँ
it's
move
great
करना है?
holds from Team Secret. They've got good plays, especially up by Garage.
भाई मन्ने का आज चल रहा है.
Sometimes
जिस दिन मन्ने
you
चलता है ना
have
उस दिन
that
पूरी टीम ही
one
चलती है.
heroic
रखना.
player. Great cheering. That was not the right team.
You just set a noise gate there. Blow out the microphone. But
Oh my
I mean,
god.
down to the
Yeah.
wire. It is one of those rounds where you might start cheering and then go, oh.
He just
Oh, it-
slips
oh, never
out of
mind,
that
Monyet did
Viper's
that.
Pit at the last second. Yeah, I wonder what happens there. But still, I mean, I am a little bit worried about some things here, Achilleos. We're seeing great performances all across the board. I think Team Secret, we've got Jeremy and he's doing incredible things. Envy, and he's anchoring a lot of great spots on the map. But on the other side, Texture, we've got Monyet, Global Esports, they're coming up huge. One player that I'm kind of worried about though is SK Rossi. I think it has to be said. He is great, and we see him when he goes on that murderous rampage. But in some moments, in some instances,
भाई
when he's
unlucky
not
है ये
doing
हाँ
it,
ऐसा में भाई
he
होगा
tries
अभी
to
अभी
shoot
देखो
himself
ये
back
यहाँ.
into the game. And if it doesn't happen, he starts to peak
Running
so
back.
much, over peaking again and again. He gets punished for it.
Sure. A bit like we were seeing from Foxy 9 in our first series of the day. Has been a bit of a rough start for him.
I mean,
Secret not giving him any room to work with is. That is a stout Monyet.
Yes. Wide and strong. I mean, wow, great comparison to the actual good
Real
job, camera
thing.
guys.
Expectation
महंगा
versus
है
reality.
But yeah, you know, like we love Ganesh, we love SK Rossi, but he really has to find ways to control himself and then to come up with that performance that we're all looking for. 6-6, it's not over. We're just on the first map, and either team could turn this around on its head.
तेरा चल नहीं है. ये है यहाँ पे.
The pistol round, Global. Do they
What
continue to
again?
deliver and start off to 0? Well, we saw their win percentage.
इडली
I
अरे
think if
आइसक्रीम
you
के बाद इडली खाऊं.
Everything in 2023 into consideration. They're probably in first place globally.
मेरे चैट में एक
Pun
आता है
not intended.
इडली खाएगा.
Dubstep just watching.
पिछले
Raj
4-5 साल से यही लिख रहा है बस.
situated here in window.
Just kind of sneaking around as well.
4 साल से बोल रहा है वो इडली खाएगा. मैं बोलता हूँ हाँ वो लेके नहीं आता कभी.
Pull off a fake into the A site, perhaps, but the main thing here towards C, towards B, is Texture's utility. He's got the turrets, he's got the alarm bots, and I'm very certain that Team Secret can hear those little beeps.
Well, they definitely can, but Turret's set to play contact off the garage, not the C site, so this is going to get opened up. Nano will go across and
Okay.
put Jeremy down to 70.
Gonna waltz right in.
They're going to have to try to go for a full retake here. There's a smoke.
Oh, dubstep.
With this lurk coming through. Dart seeing nothing. Smoke timing not found, but as that wall comes in, it's a dropout. Money at Summit was so good for one, but Jeremy finding another, and he joins the fray. And as it is just a bloodbath. Bazzi now, last one standing.
आपका भी नाम कहीं सुनना लग रहा
Wary, somebody could still be approaching from garage.
अच्छा क्या आप वही हो
Set up here
जो
on the
स्लैश
side.
खोल के
Push
चले
out
जाते
Inby, gets him with the classic, can upgrade to the ghost.
जो अपना
And
पीसी
GE
अनलॉक
will go 1-1 now.
रख के चले गए थे और
Pistol
किसी ने
so
लिख दिया
far here on
आइसक्रीम
Haven.
on me today.
Victoria's words, holy moly. They turn things around. And it's off of that little play by just leaving dubstep inside a garage, everyone coming back in to trade off of it. The thing about this double controller composition from Global Esports is you get to play with ambiguity. On the defensive side, I don't know how well that works out. Of course, you have this one toxic screen that extends all the way over onto the A site, but what happens on C? It has to be texture, and he's got to be on point. Now, off to the eco round, you just don't have enough to cover all bases.
इसमें से जो भी टीम जीतेगी क्वालीफाई होगी.
Global not opting to go for the full push. For a second, I thought they were all going to work their way down long into a lobby. And that could have been very dangerous for them.
I think it's just Team Secret playing smart, anticipating pushes, looking for picks, trying to be safe.
Borkum's really trying to sell this C hit. Dart getting ready to come through. Rossi down to 38. No healing available from Bazzi.
Oh
Push
my
out.
god.
Bazzi not able to find one. Aaron, however, gets two in this position.
I have the spike.
Bash
Classic.
finally finishing him off there with that Marshall just through the corner. Moniette staying tucked on the side here in sewer. Wall goes up, try to provide some cover
Oh my god.
as the
please.
drone gets ready to lead the charge, and Rossi has to back away.
Do we rush this?
Picture as well, trying to stay hidden.
It's a big green wall.
Dart gets one, and it's Rossi, and he's at 38.
Here. 30 seconds
Blast
left.
back to jump the corner. One shot, texture. Finding a kill.
Last
Looks for the
player
follow-up, can't
standing.
quite get him.
Oh,
Bash just dashing around the headshots.
okay.
Another dart goes through. Money
उसे
has to
पता
clear
कैसे
it.
चला
Now
कि
they know
यहाँ पे
exactly
ही
where he's
बैठा
at.
है
They're
वो?
playing on the backside of sight.
Nice jump peek around too. He could go around back, secure Spectre, and then go in for a bit of a better fighting chance. Okay, it's Marshall.
Work cut out for him. Former Jet main, see if he can get it done. Dubstep on the swing. Shot not connecting. Got
Oh,
a
look at
brutal
Jesse
double
Bash.
swing crossfire set up now, and Dubstep, he'll just challenge it alone. Phantom takes him down. TS stretched the lead now by 2.
Still a little bit dicey and an expensive round for sure. They get to buy back up, but you can see how Global Esports is able to play off of this toxic screen, how they're able to play off of some of these positions, mind you, which was played by Inby against DRX, Aaron, in that one little corner.
Spike down A.
Classic is deadly,
Enemy
and on to the next round, their full buys will be even deadlier. Global Esports still stands a fighting chance, but this round has to be the one.
They absolutely do. It's going to be a really aggro blast pack forward here into long, off the back of that fault line. Swing out though, Pixels let loose, but he's dead. Moniette now trying to watch Sewers. Puts a couple shots across, dubstep down to 91. Widely has to back away. It seems like Secret very much have their sights set on this.
Oh, you can hear the spike.
Yep, Spike traded back, at least giving them an opportunity should they want to. Okay. Interesting now. Should they want to try to rotate the Spike out. Vash kind of resigning himself. You know
Right
what?
here.
I'm kind of trapped. But it seems like the rest of the team says we won't go on without you.
Leave no man behind, but might be headed in towards a volley
Where are they
of
holding?
fire from Global Esports.
Red को देखो हमारी. C push कर चुकी है.
No need to put up toxic screen yet either.
Does he decide to check it?
We peek our heads in. Not so much.
Fault line will stun him. He
Aren't
can't
made it.
swap over to that shorty fast enough. Aaron playing up close, finds one, but then his attention gets turned by Borkum, who's up on top of the box. Moniette spotted, finds one,
30
Texture gets
seconds
another. It's all on Borkum. The 2v1. Rossi arriving, working his way down through sewer.
Oh my god.
Where the hell is the Spike? He's just rubbing against the wall, trying to find it. Now we'll go for the plant. Rossi, can he stop him? No, he can't, but he will be able to get the kill and get the round. But still, scrappy, bloody. 3 guns on the floor here for
Uh,
Global.
इसका मैप है ये है टीम सीक्रेट ऊपर देखो
That means
Event
they
Team
might
Secret
not
guy.
be able to buy
Nexus,
back
Lotus.
up fully in
Luka.
the next round. Meanwhile, Team Secret still
But अपने को
having
तो-
those 2 first wins. They'll be able to buy up in full. 8-7 as the score goes, and you can see how sneaky and slippery Borkum can get. But when it comes down to it, Global Esports, when they work together as a team, again, they have that much potential. Borkum's really fond of teleporting onto on top of obstacles, especially on the side itself when he has that dark cover available. And that's something that Global Esports has to look out for. And they're starting to do it. Monyet gets that spray transfer.
Okay, not quite the double blast back there. Guiding Light helping to force them back.
Control A-Long. Team Secret's looking for that pick again. No one's going to aggress, not too much. Dubstep on alert towards C as well. One thing is, though, if you take a look at the minimap, B is completely
I'm having
open.
coordinate
The
op.
only thing that could stop them from going through is the toxic screen, and I don't think Global Esports are going to pop that
Yeah.
way too early unless they hear noises towards B or A. Texture position towards B to listen for footsteps, and Team Secret are just inching themselves forward.
Jones coming in, wall goes up. Aaron just looking to preset this. Oh, spotted! He takes so much damage, the paint shell's flying. It's gonna land right at his feet. What a shot from Jeremy! Now the site pretty much open. Monyet having to push through, but gets revealed. They're spraying him out. They found him.
भाई
Texture
so
dead in the
बात है।
meantime. Dubstep looks his way through B, gets the catch.
ये
Obviously
पता
now
नहीं
aware
बाजी
of
यहाँ
this.
पे है।
Wants to play forward onto the site, but he just can't.
Uh-oh.
Last player standing.
And then they're still watching
Expect किया
Babazi.
रे
Secret so well aware.
I am thoroughly
अच्छा नहीं इसने
impressed.
फ्लैश किया था
This
तो
Haven play
पता
from
होगा ये।
Team Secret now. Weeks before, you might have thought, okay, Icebox was their strongest map. Maybe Fracture afterwards since Icebox got removed. On to Haven
Pierre
now.
को भी खिलाना
And this is
पड़ता
a
ना।
very different look, and they're doing it so well. Adapting on the fly, even with a double controller setup, they exploit the tiny gaps inside of this high tide. They take Aaron down, and then the site. And after the spike is planted, all those positions, they're being locked down. Global Esports might have some ultimates handed over to them, but they don't have the guns in this round, and the momentum is very much being headed over onto Team Secret, but they're pushing out.
This wall should tell them everything that they want to know, which is that they're going to get pushed through mid. It cuts off the turret, cuts off window. They try to get in. Jesse able to clear him too. Gets the dart tag in. Borkum pushes forward, punishes Texture after Envy falls. And yet again, it's just Bazzi, but the alarm bot will trigger. He needs to get this really quick headshot, and he cannot. Secret stretching it now, 10-7.
I'm wondering, Achilles. Oh, you can see those 5 ultimates on the side of Team Secret. I was wondering if this is the time to call a timeout for Global Esports. Yes, it is, because you really have to stem that bleeding. You have to find your own win streak. If you keep letting Team Secret get away with this, once they secure that lead, once they hit up towards maybe 11, maybe 12 rounds, then it's going to be trouble, because you're going to have a tough time coming back.
Just 3 more to go to close it out here on their map pick of Haven. And considering the start, Global has really only been able to add 3 more rounds after having that monstrous stretch lead. Wow. Work cut out for Spin at the moment. Warbirds, I don't know,
Even
just thinking about what he wants to eat later, I guess.
Some bird, some chicken. He looks comfortable. Team Secret looks comfortable. Global Esports, on the other hand, they're scratching their heads. They're trying to find different approaches to the round, making use of their utility, their walls, but it's not great. It's not the look that we're looking for. Onto the B side, you mentioned it. It's such a clear signal to Team Secret that, all right, they're pushing us up at mid. We can hear the footsteps. We see that wall. We know what's about to happen. The mental conditioning plays that Global Esports could pull off aren't really being fully utilized, and Team Secret has so much available to them to just play and suss out information. Operator being pulled out from SK Rossi now, but oh my god.
Storming his way into garage. And okay,
Oh,
Monyet Not going to be taken down, but does get taken to 20 HP. SK Rossi back over on the site, does find Jeremy. Moniette somehow still finding value. Jeremy, oh no!
Hey.
Nade gets one, and now Borkum swinging around from behind, catches Texture. And suddenly, Moniette's down to 1. Bazzi
बस
again,
spike है, बस spike है.
likely to be one of the last men
Yeah,
standing.
he wants to heal.
The opposite in an unrecoverable position.
He's healed up, but position's recovered.
Moniette swings off the back of that, finds one. The lockdown in a position where he cleared. Somehow Moniette gets 3. This guy, he'll back up. And suddenly, this little duo have a chance. Jesse Vash, though, he's recovered the spike. Picks it up, but he's still going to be playing into the C site. He could have just shipped this over somewhere else. Sees Bazzi, and now his location is revealed.
50 seconds, please.
He re-guides the guiding light back over towards him to try to get that flash. Can't make it happen. With 40 seconds remaining, Jesse Vash, what does he decide to do? He's looking to double down. He's looking to bluff it. He's going to rotate over into long.
Could wait till like, I don't know, 15 seconds maybe. And
But
30 seconds
He might have to
left.
use a dart.
he certainly does. He wants to get that spike down.
Screen down.
He's got a couple of shock darts, but Bazzi has that Trailblazer.
Starting to drift.
Uh,
Yeah, the dart will tell him everything.
oh, this is where we're playing.
Gets cleared. It's a back sight.
Then we played her with C long. Uh-oh.
Okay, stun does not come across. Bite goes out, and Moniette with 4. Just
Let's go.
absolutely refuses to die in this round.
It just hit me. It is Monday.
It is Moniette Monday.
We gotta see that replay again, because how on
Monday.
earth did you do that? Did you make that retake possible? It looked almost all gone and lost. Team Secret starting off with that showstopper. And then, of course, I think Global just actually able to hold their ground for a second, but then being pushed further back into C-Link.
Okay.
But then, somehow, off of Bazzi just recovering and healing Moniette at the same time with the guiding light, and then just pushing into sight, he manages to take apart the entire Team Secret squad. So now, 2 timeouts back-to-back.
I hadn't even, in all of the chaos, realized that Moniette had gotten healed until, near the very end there. I thought we were going to have another, 1 HP ace clutch like we saw yesterday's Moniette Marry Me on Monday. Marry me on a Monday. Well, 1 shy of that ace, as he's, I believe, still the highest acing player that we have in Pacific. We'll see how Secret responds. As hours around that they certainly should have felt like they had in their hands. Still, though, the lead is there. They still do a significant amount of damage. Can GE flip this timeout on its head?
They got to talk as well, and they got to prep SK Rossi back on the operator.
संभव ने बोल दिया ना, संभव है.
To kind of lock down the C site, but then going in for the repeat, not so great. And that's something that Global Esports really has to be very careful about. Team Secret now surely has something cooked up, but it's the 4 ultimates on the Global Esports side that I'm kind of worried about as well.
Okay, starting to mid, turn away from the flash. Rossi just breaking line of sight. Seemingly not noticing that drone. Tries to go for a timing shot. Fault line out, nade into back.
Working for TP on top.
Gets himself situated up above. Reckoning, though, going to be infested. Tempo push from Jeremy, but Texture shuts him down. Or coming back, finds one.
Good.
The Reckoning still being a nuisance for him. He manages to get off the bite just enough, and Moniette goes in for the push. Steadies the aim, gets the headshot. The spike, as you say, is moving over
ये जा रहे हैं, ये
towards
but ये
A.
पे पूरा setup है.
Was gone. That was all of their util, all of their ults expended for a failed attempt on B.
Now we're down to 2 players.
Rossi begging for them to plant backside again, but they're certainly not going to do it. Dubstep
Around a stack instead.
might be able to just catch him off guard enough. He's looking for it. Inching closer and closer. Lockdown going to be invested. That'll turn his sights away from Link, at least for now. Continues to go for it. And there you go.
Nice.
1 enemy remaining.
Felt like just a matter of time. Inby trying to get a weapon out of their hands here. He tucks away in help, but Aaron flanks in from long, strike him down, and Global, they will not let Secret win off the back of the timeout. They now bring it to within 1.
And this is just getting closer and closer. Things are heating up. And SK Rossi, 1 shot, 1 kill. He's able to recover himself. This one reckoning really threw Team Secret off guard, and at the same time, you could see kind of the idea that they were going for, right? Leaving Jesse Vash on a bit of a lurk
ulti
towards
todi kya unhone
VCT
KJ ki
Cubby,
ult?
but the frags weren't there. Losing out on some
Oh,
gunfights, and
Nano
good
Swamp
beats,
se-
good calls from Global Esports side. It
Kya pata
really
tha ki
turns
Nano Swamp
things
se-
around. Now we've got one more ultimate left on the side of Manyet.
Close
This
match
guy has
hai.
not slowed down, not one bit.
Okay, it's in on to A. They might not realize it yet, but as they creep more and more forward, it's just a matter of time.
Mag dumping. Nobody's on the other side. SK Rossi still on an operator. And this is just brilliant map control. If you're Team Secret, you need to assess other options, because I don't think
सूंघ लिया क्या मोन्ने
heading
ने?
into this Viper's pit is the right call.
पूरा walk करके आया वो.
Swap
Jump
it
का
over
sound
to
दिया रहेगा जब.
Borkum.
Oh, and this is
Usi
just
ko sound
E4
आया रहेगा.
information. And all this time, Global Esports sending out that Trailblazer. They see that mid is clear. Cascade down towards C Long, and we have Aaron starting to kind of explore the map a little bit.
Bassie's reinforcing on A. So they have 3 members sitting inside of the pit. As Secret, go ahead and drift away from this.
Pretty sure Aaron hears this as well, this drone.
Will be noted. Paint shells come up,
Instantly
wall
walled up.
across.
Good.
And Jeremy just going to be blast packing forward. Borkum as well TP's in to get that plant down. Texture just here on the side of the smoke.
Spike planted.
Doesn't know where he is.
Oh,
Aaron's there for a potential counter swing, but you've got Imby nearby as well. The push out,
Ah.
Texture cannot get it, nor can Aaron. The covering fight is too damn good, and there has Rossi. The shorty, it finds nothing.
and now it's just this crossfire setup. These two cannot make it past.
This has to be
Enemy
impossible.
remaining.
I mean, he's playing anti-flash, doesn't need it.
Okay.
Bazzi will be able to get one, deny a flawless, but Secret
Koi nahi.
responding in kind, playing around the map, pulling GE this way and that way. Go ahead. They stretch that lead just a little bit more, not wanting Global to be able to catch them.
Similarly, yeah, it's still this 2-round gap. And like you mentioned, pulling it across the map, there's so much that Global Esports almost looks
नहीं ब्रिज
just a
की
little bit
ult
uncomfortable, a
से
little bit
तोड़ा.
antsy at times, even though they
नहीं
actually
ब्रिज
have
की
full
ult से नहीं
control.
टूटती ना.
Leaving a player over onto the A side.
ब्रिज की
got
ult
that
तो B
triple
पे थी.
stack. B was completely open.
वो C A पे जब
Although
प्लांट
it
करने
is
गए
a
थे तब
simple site to
उसके बाद
retake,
उसने तोड़ी.
Team Secret are
कि
not that
पता
team
नहीं,
to
मैंने
be
देखा
messing
नहीं ना
around
वो.
with. Now back towards A, and they're still mag dumping. SK Rossi hiding on the other side. He could get a pick as soon as the smoke dissipates.
I mean, he's tucked, but dash at the ready. Let's see when he decides to go for it. He's gonna whiff, and they had decent covering fire in position.
ब्रिज का आफ्टर शॉक
Quite
हो
nail the
सकता है.
shot, so Rossi will be able to get out with his life, but
फिर ड्यू पी रहा हूँ. ड्यू. Oh yeah.
a bit slow for him here
ड्यू.
today.
Just.
Pushes in, alarm bot. Let's get cleared. Paint shells again.
Oh,
Jeremy
Jeremy.
jumps up over the top, catches Bazzi. Rossi turns his sight back
Good.
over. Does manage to equalize. Push out the dubstep, just domes him.
Guys मेरे ऑफिस में ना
Slow
मेरा जो
reaction.
बाजू में बैठता है वो पानी
Rossi's
चो
on the
रहा
floor.
है.
The man advantage now there for Secret as they get the
मैं
spike planted.
बॉटल भरता हूँ फिर वो अपना हाथ तोड़ता है, पैर
They're
तोड़ता
sitting
है.
around back. They have. Do they know the dubsteps around this corner? They might not. They don't have vision. They don't have information. They didn't hear anything.
करा मेरे.
3 players on the side itself, and dubstep could be the linchpin.
Smash push into this.
Yeah.
Okay, a bite comes through. Looks like he's not going to go for the push.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
right, right.
Okay,
बहुत
one
मुश्किल
shot,
है.
a warning there perhaps, but gets
Nice.
timing to pit with a recon in hand. Texture at the same time finds Envy, but 26 HP, surely he can't do it
हाँ
again.
रे ऑफिस में हूँ.
He cannot. The dubstep will catch him. Coming out of sewers, and suddenly map point locked in for Secret.
पॉइंट आ गया.
One more to go. Global would need to run 3 consecutively to get themselves into overtime.
And their economy, well, they got the buyback
GG
up.
map
Ultimate's
to
not
yaar.
quite at the ready, and it's these surprise plays from Team Secret. Jeremy suddenly propping himself on top of that box, but a good response from SK Rossi. Despite that, however, it's just way too overwhelming. Team Secret, again, they cover all bases. And then, of course, dubstep on a bit of lurk as well. Now, maybe a Rolling Thunder, just a simple execute onto C. So much he can do. Okay.
At this point for Global, that was the best case scenario.
Jesse
Don't
Vash.
believe
अच्छा
Rossi is noted.
okay, they don't know Rossi इतना आगे आ गया
He
है.
was just out of line of sight from that one, but now
अब
he is.
पता
And
है.
it's cleared.
अब पता है.
Yeah, they're going to open fire. Look to spray him out of this position.
उसने सूंघ लिया क्या Rossi
Maybe he
को?
would go for the tailwind, you know, go for an audio fake.
Look at how much global esports are moving across the map though. And they
have to
know
check
that
if they
Rossi's
do.
here.
You know that he's in a precarious spot. He's still trying to stay. Rossi does get taken down. Texture trying to hold the line with the stinger, but he will fall. Monyet pushes his way out into window, clears that nano. The showstopper from Jeremy gets Aaron. Monyet now dead. It's all on Bazzi. A kill would get him some seekers. Spike is planted. Borkham, where is he going to TP? It's just have to long the check. And there he will remain.
A little bit paranoid.
He just has no idea.
They're all up by
भाई
C-Long too,
chance ही
and you know
नहीं है
what
अभी
this
तो.
means. Achilleos, the firing squad is ready.
Tap, looking for the hole.
Oh my God,
He cannot find it. 9 rounds is as good as it will get here for Global. And 6 of those were found in the first half.
कोई नहीं.
Secret, they come out, they select Haven. Global show us something a little bit newer as far as their
Hands up.
composition is concerned, but Secret shut it down.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. These are some interesting ideas. They look pretty good at the start of the first half as well. We ended at 6-6. We are GE
I
fighting
wish
and they are hanging by a
if should
thread.
play next map.
Team Secret, they're just that much more experienced. They are just that much more coordinated. And all of these site hits, these retakes, these site anchors, everyone's working off of one another. Meanwhile, for Team Secret, you can see some of the ideas, but I don't know, the coordination still
बहुत सारे rounds
not
में
quite
defense
there
में बहुत
together.
सारे rounds में
In
choke
that
हुआ.
last round, right, with SK Rossi kind of exposed, I think Monyet instantly knew, I can peek off of this guy, I can play off of him. If SK Rossi falls, if he gets one,
ये वाला round
that's
बहुत
good.
unlucky था.
But on the other side as well,
click मारा
Texture
यार
up by
उसने.
Garage, not quite so able to peek out or do anything. And when it comes to a last round like that, you have to be
Lightning
so
fast.
decisive.
अच्छा.
He has shown great performances. A lot of the global esports players have shown heroic performances, right? The 1-on-3 clutch.
अच्छा तूने LF
Monyet with an
से
almost
लगा
ace.
F लिखा है.
But down
there.
to it,
LF लिखता है ना पूरा capital में.
It's rough.
3-16.
It's very, very rough. Yeah, I mean, Monyet, he is topping the standings.
Pearl है रे.
End of
Pearl
it
में
there, but
usually Jet के साथ ही
unfortunately,
play
the rest
करते
of
हैं
the
ना
team
वो.
Not quite with him.
Because
They tried to
Lightning
shake
Fast
it up,
plays
they tried
in
to show
split.
us a different
Plays
look as
like
far
it.
as comp is concerned. And you can see that it was working initially on those attacking rounds, but then Secret started getting a sense of how it was going to play. And once they got over onto the defending side, they just couldn't quite find their footing. The unrelenting aggression from Secret, these crazy clutches that kept coming
Team
through.
Secret, you have to
Which is a
win
bit too
so
much for
that
them to
my
deal with. That
will
Secret's map pick
not-
now out of the way. Haven locked, loaded. Match point effectively. You know, one more to go for Secret if they want to lock in their position in the playoffs. But we do have Lotus coming up here from the side of Global. They've got a 66% win rate on that right now in Pacific. 50-50 if you count their performance versus Vitality over at Lock-In. But
there's a lot to consider, and I'm also kind of like really troubled, right? You want to see huge performances from global esports. This team has so much potential, and you see it in players like Monyet and Texture. You just need a lot more of that from the rest of the team as well. But I will say, on Haven, 13-9, that is not a bad scoreline. They fought tooth and nail, and they made it far.
well, they did. They certainly made it entertaining. But now we're going to go to a quick commercial break. The desk will break down the action from map number 1, and then we'll go into Lotus to see if Secret close it out with a 2-0, lock in their spot in the playoffs, and deny GE, or if GE can extend this all the way to 3. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss it. Shots coming across. Paranoia not hitting. Borkham finds one, pushes into the smoke zone here and down just quite a bit.
भी break है. रुको मैं washroom जाके.
And I don't know. He keeps up this position without finding the kill. Finally does re-swing. Gets one. Reads it. No, he does not. Oh, got there with a sheriff. Spray across. Aaron takes an opportunity. A couple shots coming across. Three forward. The shot comes in to avoid this one. Push out of Garage. Needs to win this opening duel. Spots him. Dubstep. Swings. Trying to hold Garage. Spots one. Spots two. Swings into him. The shot returns. Gets the kill. The shorty. Get out of here now. Again. Directing here towards C. But this time into a decent spot. Oh no. Decently reading this right. Aaron just trying. They're going to double face. He gets one. Spot him. He joins the fray. And it's in his gun. Aaron Halbert gets two. And this is it. Back to the corner. Can he stop him? No, he can't. But they're pushing out. This wall should tell them everything that they want to know, which is that they're going to get put and go for it. And there you go.
俺もランプ行かねえじゃん。
一緒に守ろう。
ともくもらえる？
インターモック入れますよ。ベースも。イベント。ここのラインまだ入るから。
弁当いる弁当いる。
それベント見てベント見て。
俺壁で寄るね壁で寄るね。
나 비메인도 먹어놨어 이거
왜 깰 수 있어? 깰게 왜 까고 HP 다시 가자. 제가 범능 보세요. 와봐.
오케이 오케이 기다 기다
아 짜줄게.
레그를 스카이를 기다렸어いない切ってるここいないからねここも切って
사이트 투 사이트 투 투 대 마운테 투.
가야 될 것 같은데 이거?
가자. 올버.
야 이거 CT 스모크 갈게 자리 좀 더 먹어보자
भाई क्या बोल रहे हैं कौन सी मैप है
俺寄るね。
해븐 있다 얘들아.
जो ये पिछली मैप
해븐 tip사. 얘들 해븐 tip사.
पिछली गेम की है
아 스킬 천천히 갈게 우리 사이트 천천히 가자요
दिस इज कोरियन
사이트 플래시 가줄게. 벌려봐.
마다
마다
MM見てる
エフラシャルフラシャル。
ない
아싸 라이시.
왜 가능해? 나 천천히 할게 이거 나 탭 소리 한번 들게 CT 밑에
나이스. 에르모 까봐.
들어왔다 뒤에 라오 저도 돼? 해봐
नाइस नाइस Dun, dun, dun. यार सेकंड मैप चलाने में हाइडर God. Nebula. Best skin, bro. What's up? दिल्ली में गर्मी भाई अलग ही लेवल पे है हाँ फेट मिला मेरे को बोला था मिला वो हाँ अरे ही लॉस्ट 20 kgs हाँ मतलब ड्रास्टिक चेंज फिजिकली उसमें दिखता है लाइक फेस वाइज नहीं दिखता है फेस वाइज वैसे ही है उसका हाँ हाँ भाई नेबुला देखा तुम लोग ने हर्ष को तो नहीं पसंद है भाई अरे हर्ष हाँ अरे हर्ष अभी अमीर हो गया ना हाँ भाई क्यों नहीं 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 भाई ओल्ड, अबे उससे ओल्ड तो प्राइम है, आई थिंक सो। नॉट फैंटम, वैंडल वैंडल। हाँ तो फैंटम नेबुला बेस्ट है। नहीं नहीं नहीं, उसके पहले आई आई थी यार कुछ, तो आई होगी शायद से, वो नहीं, लाइक स्किन, या आयन उसके पहले आई थी या बाद में आई थी। डिस्कॉर्ड की आवाज़ नहीं आ रही क्या? एक सेकंड गाइस, इसमें कुछ चेक करना है, भी आ रही होगी।
2000 के ऊपर वाली, 1700 के आसपास।
प्रीमियम कौन सी?
वो प्रीमियम
फैंटम?
नहीं हो रहा, उसके ऊपर कुछ और नाम है
प्रीमियम
उसका।
फैंटम?
ओनी
नहीं, प्रीमियम प्रीमियम फैंटम बोले तो ऐसा जिसको तुम पैसे देके खरीदते हो, बैटल पास वाला नहीं।
जेड,
या तो फिर वो 800 800 1100 वाला फैंटम नहीं।
जेड जेड।
जेड भी लेट रहा है।
सिंगुलैरिटी था क्या? नहीं, सिंगुलैरिटी थर्ड फोर्थ आई गेस।
सिंगुलैरिटी नहीं, अरे एक और आई थी रे, सिंगुलैरिटी आयन के बाद आई थी आई थिंक।
नहीं नहीं, पहले आई थी।
आयन की भी पहले आई थी।
पहले
हाँ।
आई थी, पहले आई थी आई थिंक।
हाँ 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 हाँ, करेक्ट करेक्ट, तभी पैसे थे मेरे पास, तभी लिया था मैंने वो।
नहीं, रुइनेशन भी बाद में आई है। पहले आई थिंक ओनी आई है, फिर आयोन आई थी,
हम्म।
और उसके बाद सिंगुलैरिटी, ऐसा आई थिंक सिस्टम है। सबसे पहला वैंडल तो सबको पता है, प्राइम आया था। प्राइम पैक वाज द फर्स्ट पैक।
उसके बाद वो ड्रैगन वाला आया था।
उसके बाद आई थिंक उसके बाद वो आया था, सोवरेन आया था, फिर ड्रैगन आया था।
नहीं नहीं नहीं,
सेकंड पैक वाज सोवरेन,
सोवरेन कौन सा है?
गोल्डन वाइट वाला मार्शल।
हाँ करेक्ट
Gold
करेक्ट,
second.
बराबर बराबर। हाँ वो आया था,
हाँ,
वो
सोवरेन
उसमें
वाज द
घोस्ट
सेकंड पैक।
थी और ये थी ना,
हाँ, गोस्ट, मार्शल, स्टिंगर,
इसमें
और
कोई
क्या था?
मेजरली गन नहीं थी।
ऑपरेटर। ऑपरेटर
हाँ
नहीं,
ऑपरेटर।
ऑपरेटर तो 4 सेकंड में आया।
हाँ वही, उसमें वही मेजर गन नहीं थी जो यूज करते हैं सब लोग, इसीलिए
और
वो
नाइफ
इतना।
अच्छा था उसका, सोवरेन का। 4 सेकंड लेटर came in later, which was a replica of sovereign, but I had a sovereign variant.
यस यस।
नेबुला पहली फैंटम थी? नो ब्रो, कांट बी।
हाँ नेबुला
इसे
पहली
सर्च करने का।
हाँ नेबुला पहली फैंटम थी, वही तो कह रहा हूँ मैं। और वो बहुत लोग को आंखों में इशू होने लग गया था, पीपल यूज्ड टू हेट दैट, कि गन
पर
स्किन
रोबो भाई ने
देखूं
नेबुला
या
को
मैं
अपनाया।
स्किन देखूं या एम करूं, वैसा हो गया था वो।
पर रोबो भाई ने नेबुला को
हाँ
अपनाया
क्योंकि कोई
भाई।
मांगता नहीं ना। एक बार मांगेंगे, उसके बाद बोले नहीं भाई तू ही रख। बेस्ट है भाई वो।
अरे मुंबई सर्वर में तो पहले मांगते हैं भाई, फर्स्ट राउंड जेट, और सबसे पहले जेट मांगेगा। ये शेरिफ स्किन है क्या?
शेरिफ स्किन है क्या?
ट्राइड एंड टेस्टेड एवरी मुंबई सर्वर गेम।
अभी तो शेरिफ स्किन की वो आर्केन वाली बेस्ट है, क्यों पता है?
नहीं, छी
अरे हाँ, बिकॉज
worst
इट्स
arcane,
कलेक्टिव,
worst शेरिफ स्किन।
कलेक्टर है ना,
Collective है, but it's so weird to use, no.
इट डजंट हैव एनी एनिमेशन, वही है बस।
नहीं, it has the animation चलाने का, it's so weird. वो ऐसा दो हाथ से कट कट कट, वो प्रॉपर रिवॉल्वर टाइप का।
तो रिवॉल्वर ही तो है ये।
अब अरे पर वो दो हाथ से चलाने वाला नहीं है ना, बाकी सारे सिंगल हाथ से चलाते हैं, ये डबल डबल हाथ से चलाता है भाई। बेस्ट यार के नहीं थे, छी। अंदर ऐसा वो नहीं, वो पोटैटो वाला वो नहीं होता, स्प्रिंग टाइप का होता है पोटैटो, वैसा लगता है अंदर।
हम्म।
स्पाइरल क्या खाते हैं वो?
कौन?
कौन होता? पोटैटो होता वो।
अरे हर्ष,
बोलो ना
तेरा फेवरेट क्या है?
क्या?
भिंगरी शेरिफ।
शेरिफ
शेरिफ?
शेरिफ।
शेरिफ मेरा फेवरेट। हाँ, अपना ये वाला मेजर है, अपना कौन सा मेरे पास है वो,
रोबोट वाला कौन सा था? नहीं भिंगरी वाला नहीं, शेरिफ बोल रहे हो ना?
प्रोटोकॉल
प्रोटोकॉल एक नंबर है भाई।
प्रोटोकॉल बहुत अच्छा।
अरे मेरे को रिवर अच्छा लगा, आयन लगा।
रिवर आयन पे शॉट्स पता नहीं पड़ते भाई शेरिफ के। मैं व्हेनेवर आई पिक आयन शेरिफ ना बहुत मस्त चलता है।
रिवर का ब्लैक एडिशन मस्त।
रिवर एंड आयन बेस्ट शेरिफ्स इन द गेम। मेजपंक आल्सो एंड सिंगुलैरिटी।
Amazing success.
Oh. I like शेरिफ जो एकदम भारी साउंड करते हैं ना, वो रिवर ही है अकेला। और सेंटिनल लाइट, सेंटिनल ऑफ लाइट।
Oh, SOL is nice. SOL is clean.
कौन सा?
क्या नाम था? Sentinels of Light.
सिंपल है।
Chronovoid. Yeah.
It was still a 9-13 scoreline. This is now their map pick. I still think anything's doable, and I'll still stand by that. I can't say it really went through on the Haven, but overall, I think global
Pony Sheriff देखा आने वाला है उसका नाक कैसा नीचे जा
season as a whole.
Fun fact, Pony Sheriff was supposed to be in the bundle जो आया था ना.
but उसका नाक नहीं डाल पा रहे थे ना वो लोग।
It did look funny.
Like maybe I should hide. Like
We're letting you say your piece. But look, I do think there's a very likely chance we're going to go into map 3.
अरे अभी ये है नहीं ना, इंडियन स्टोर्स
was
नहीं है
looking
ना
good,
अपने
exactly
लिए।
like you said, Will, and I think
तो
they're,
बाय।
you know, Lotus could be there.
नहीं है।
it's doable. Now, something interesting about both these teams are these are two of the teams that have always liked to go for the
अब तो लग रहा है
open
Valorant
setup
मोबाइल में
here
आएगा
on
सीधा
Lotus.
यूआई का ऑप्शन।
Not any sort of extra, setups with the Viper and Harbor.
आ रहा क्या
things
Valorant
like
मोबाइल?
that.
तेरे को
Just
तो आइडिया
very
रहेगा।
aggressive play, and it suits both of the teams.
I have
styles
no
well.
idea.
And he's just enjoying
You have
the
the
game right
idea.
now. He's like, well, I don't know, we might have lost, but I got so many
I have no idea.
feeling great about this match and see if we can continue to carry
Bye.
the momentum here into map 2.
ऐसा बड़े
Yeah,
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन
you know,
में सब आइडिया रहता।
Have you guys
So
heard
I
of
have
the
no
feeling when you're on the
idea.
winning team, if
मेरे
you're
को
top
कुछ
forever,
नहीं
you're like, yeah,
मालूम।
well, it's all right.
Yeah.
Everything's
ये
fine.
वाले मोबाइल आएगा तो चैट तुम लोग कितने लोग खेलोगे? मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ मैं
You
तो
would
खेलूंगा भाई।
definitely know.
I don't know what that's like.
पीछे में नहीं तो वाले मोबाइल में प्रो जाएंगे हम।
Doesn't matter if we lose.
Pro जाएगा
we
तू?
frags.
अब
Here we go. Again, it's the same concept both teams have been using. Now, obviously, there's a couple changes here, but on the side of Team Secret,
भाई
the
मैं
difference
बता
is
रहा हूँ
they
जिस दिन ना
put the
मोने
breach
मारता
on
ना उस दिन
top
पूरी
of the
टीम नहीं
open,
मारती
so
है। मैंने
very
ये
heavy on
देखा
control
है।
areas with that fault line
जिस
early
दिन
on,
मोने
on that
मारता है उस
cooldown
दिन पूरी टीम
to
नहीं मारती
return.
है।
Now, on the side of Global Esports, they've always liked the Sky on Bazi. He's so good with
आज
it.
मोने
But
मार रहा
even on
है,
the
पूरी
KO,
टीम नहीं
I
मार
mean,
रही
some
है।
of the most comfort we've seen from A-Rank
क्या
is
दिन
when
से
he's
जब
playing
Valorant
that
PUBG की
KO,
stream
so
होती थी।
things could be a little different in map 2.
कौन से दिन
Potentially
थे वो?
last chance for them. They
Zao-
gotta pull out all
वो
their
तो सदी
stops.
थी।
If it's comfort that gets them there, then comfort they will go for, and we'll just have to wait.
Valorant
to see
mobile
if
would be either
task.
too easy or
Well,
too
I hope
difficult.
they're
I think
all
it'll be
warmed
easy.
up.
अरे
like
तूने हर्ष को
Lotus
देखा क्या
they
PUBG खेलते हुए?
decided to warm up in the very
Easy
first
कैसे?
map,
इतनी
and it
सारी
should
abilities
definitely
है।
be nice and
कैसे
warm.
होगा इसे?
Easy कैसे है? ये मत bro.
अरे हर्ष को देखा क्या खेलते हुए?
कब देखा?
पबजी
Free
खेलते
Fire
हुए
खेला
देखने
है
का।
क्या तू कभी?
अभी पूरा प्रोन खेल लेके लेटा रहता है, मालूम है क्या हर्ष?
कुछ भी।
अरे Call of Duty में तो मारता है रे हर्ष।
हाँ तो क्या भाई, मैं
अरे
बैटल खेला हूँ यार।
हाँ
तो क्या यार, हाइड्रा फ्लिक फैन बॉय था मैं फुल। अभी भी हूँ मतलब।
फैन बॉय था बोला तूने, अभी चेंज मत कर अभी।
हाँ
ना
भाई।
अभी नाउ ही इज मोर ऑफ ब्रदर।
रुलाएगा क्या हर्ष?
रॉबिन तेरा हर्ष
मैं ना
तेरा
भाई,
एड्रेस छोड़,
अपनी है ना कभी मालूम मतलब स्टार्टिंग स्ट्रीम्स देख रहा था।
तेरे घर
ऐसे ही,
वाले भी मालूम है
ठीक
मेरे
है।
को।
तो उसमें
ठीक
भी
है,
देख
ज्यादा
रहा था
बज
मैं,
मत।
हम लोग लाइक टूर्नामेंट्स खेलते थे ना, 7-8 घंटा तो स्ट्रीम होता था बहुत ज्यादा हमारा। वैलोर
हाँ।
जब आया था तब तुम्हारा शिफ्टिंग चल रहा था, ये वाला मुंबई वाला।
हाँ।
तो उसमें मैं ऐसा टांग ऊपर करके तुम्हारी स्ट्रीम देख रहा हूँ। वो देख रहा था भाई मैं। एक तुम्हारा वो आपने इस पे शेयर किया था ना स्टोरी पे, मैं गरीब हूँ
हाँ।
वाला।
हाँ।
वो देख रहा था लिजिट, वो टाइम स्टैम्प पे आया था मैं। ओ भाई
वो तो बहुत पुराना था, मैं उठा के निकाला अभी। ये लोटस
चलो गया।
मजा आएगा।
Rebel control,
मजा
let's
आएगा,
go.
मजा आएगा।
Fight करें look fast.
Bit of a stomp
Gonna
at
start
the hands of
playing
T1. 13 and 4.
डबल कंट्रोलर?
To close that out.
नहीं।
डबल कंट्रोलर किधर है?
We'll
किसके
see
पास
how
भी नहीं है
Secret
डबल
looks
कंट्रोलर भाई।
going into this.
ये कौन सी स्ट्रीम देख रहा
I
है?
mean, you take
Good
a look at
morning,
most teams
Robo.
playing Lotus across the board.
हाँ
That Sky has been
क्या
very
देख रहे
popular
हैं?
worldwide.
तूने ही बोला डबल कंट्रोलर।
So,
किसने बोला?
eyes-
तूने
तूने बोला
मैंने-
डबल कंट्रोलर जो अटैक कर रहे हैं लोग।
नहीं मैंने बोला रबल कंट्रोल, रबल कंट्रोल।
अच्छा रबल कंट्रोल।
Rubble control.
Talking about. Flash right into his face. They're gonna throw both of them at them though, and it's gonna be
भाई
bad.
कौन सी
Calling
माइक
for
है?
charging
पहली
forward
वाली
at
अच्छी थी।
Frenzy. Finds
अरे
Rossi as
खराब
well.
हो गया मेरा
Suddenly the B side
गरीब
opened
हूँ
up.
मैं
Texture having to
बराबर
rotate all the way over from A. Manya tries to get the timing, tries to take him down.
यार पिस्टल राउंड नहीं जीत पा रही है
He does fall. Texture is able to clutch once, but he won't even get the clutch started this time around. Secret
Rebel
take them
control
down
वो
here
क्या
at
होता है?
round 1
अरे
and
A
take
side
the
पे
lead.
आगे
Pistol
जो
wins
बड़ी सी
overall in
दीवार
that
है
2-1.
That is Rebel.
Just turning things around as well. This is
जहाँ पे
little
जेट डैश
troubling
करता है
sign.
और ओमन टीपी मारता
We
है.
can see how Team Secret really does it overall as well.
सेक्टर
One
First one में point
147 नियर
और हम शाने रेज
पाटा चौक
pay
कर
off of
देते
each other as soon as the
कहाँ
door
पे
gets broken, and they go in for a decisive hit onto the B site.
मेरे को नहीं पता भाई
Whatever
हाँ.
Global Esports are trying to
डाले
pull off,
रवि
it's not
Bro,
so
I don't
good,
like
but
when
I
these
do
players
admire
like
the
keep
fact that they
shooting
are
guns
trying to
while
keep
playing.
spirits,
पता नहीं थोड़ा
spirits up.
disrespectful लगता है
Sometimes,
अजीब सा.
even with a loss, you know, whether you get kills or not, it's important
control
to
क्या
mentally
बोलते हैं उसको?
reset. And I hope that that's what
Concentration
Global
आता है.
Esports have done.
It's absolutely paramount.
Apparently it keeps you alert.
We were talking to Buzz
Sanitation.
on the recap last week, saying, how do you bounce back after those losses? He said, oh, just forget it. Just pretend it never happened.
अरे
लोगों
हाइड्रा
से कितने
सैनिटेशन
time
क्या
बाद
होता है
बात कर रहे हो?
The same
हाइड्रा
mental
सैनिटेशन क्या होता है
gymnastics to shut it from their minds.
हाँ जी.
सैनिटेशन क्या होता है
I have no clue,
Get a
man.
close off-angle position, perhaps.
Rossi up close, one spot.
Hoppa!
Back around the corner. It's
अरे
gonna be
एक ही
Basket
मरा
one,
यार
but Dubstep taking out the rest.
आप बहुत दूर हो जो वो भाई
Oh, a great spray with the Phantom.
हाँ?
That means that Team Secret
अब
gets
बहुत
the
दूर है
quick
शायद
timing onto the A
हाँ
site.
क्या
Long rotations from Global Esports.
अभी
नहीं
क्या-
आप ओके ओके
On
क्या?
time,
नहीं आप
but
बराबर हो
those plant positions are
मैं
up
दूर
and
हूँ
ready as well. In
क्या बोल रहा है तू हेलो
माय बैड मैं थोड़ा दूर चल रहा था
अरे बोल तो सही कॉन्टेक्स्ट से दे.
क्या बोल रहा है तू
On the corner.
मैं दूर
Delay
चल
क्यों
रहा
आ
था
गया?
थोड़ा
Delay
अभी
क्यों?
राउंड में ना आया
All
मेरे
the
में
weapons saved, but there was one pistol in the mix here for
तू पीछे था क्या
not losing out on too much.
वही मैं सोच रहा हूँ
Frenzy
क्या बोल
goes
रहा
either
है
way. Not going to be
मैं दूर
overly
हूँ
concerning,
देखते
which is why
रॉसी क्या
he says,
करता है.
yeah, whatever, I'll just
अब bro, I'm
Five
hoping
handle.
Rossi इस
Yeah,
गेम में पॉप अप
1900.
करे.
होगा होगा
Recently Rossi का Lotus तो अच्छा रहा है. So hopefully
I mean, we were
turns
talking
out.
भाई
about this a
रॉसी
little
पॉप
bit.
अप करे ना करे
I
जी
don't
पॉप
know
अप करे यार
about,
बस
you know,
जीत जाए.
the Sova on Lotus. You
भाई
don't
उसने
often have, like,
मैं बोल रहा हूँ
great
लकी
lineups or
पैंट्स
don't
नहीं
want
पहने
to
उसने
teammates with, but Jesse Vash makes it look good.
Rossi
makes
to
it look
take
viable.
full pressure of the
At the
team.
same
वो बस
time, for
अपना
Global
गेम खेले,
Esports,
space
this is
बनाए
not a
normal.
full buy round. They're pushing out aggressively, but Team Secret are all the way on the other side of the map.
Yeah, it's a bit of a misread. Dubstep, it's not going to care about that. A little bit of damage. Texture forced away back to Waterfall.
ये लोग डिफेंस
Look at
स्टार्ट
this
किए ना
look
थोड़ा
here.
मोमेंटम बन जाएगा
Pushing
टीम
back out
सीक्रेट का.
through A, try to get in behind them.
ये लोग
That
कह रहे
could
हैं
end up being
ना
catastrophic if they don't
मोमेंटम
count
बेस्ड
for
टीम
it.
है थोड़ी. टीएस.
Flying dart cleared, push
Oh.
around.
भाई
चलता जा रहा है.
ये डब्लू पे डब्लू
Aaron finally able to
Bro
answer back.
gets
single
बोलता है
kill.
बोनस राउंड है मेरा मैं तो डब्लू दबाऊंगा
Yeah, that pitch is coming through, but it doesn't even matter. They kill the guy that Jeremy was flanking.
Uh-oh.
Bazzi
Here it is.
getting flanked on.
Yeah, this
He's
is
a bit
bad.
wary
This is
of it.
very bad.
It's a good catch, but
One
might
on
just be it. I mean, low HP bars, but time has already dwindled.
Envy trying to get the timing on him too.
Bazzi will be
नाइस
able to come away with it.
Just a hair above his head. Managing
अबे
this
dubstep-
कोई टेंशन नहीं भाई. नेक्स्ट राउंड में पैसा अच्छा
is still
खासा.
important for Global Esports.
ये
in the
डबस्टेप
long
तो
run.
केजे खेल रहा था ना लास्ट राउंड लास्ट गेम
It's going to be
Huh.
a 3-0 start now here for Secret. Incredibly strong. Just the Phantom held by Bazzi.
हाँ
Very
वॉचिंग
minor
इतनी
cost.
कम कैसे हो गई
तो
भाई
जेट में
बहुत
है.
ज्यादा है क्या बात कर रहा है
कोरियन जेट भाई.
That's
अपने
what
में
we're
सभी
talking
जेटमैन है,
about,
4
right?
जेटमैन हैं.
वॉचिंग बहुत ज्यादा है भाई
Reset. These bitter feelings kind of sometimes can attribute to you making certain decisions, such as making the wrong reads and pushing out onto
I'm
A
happy
when
for Rossi and Lightning
opponents are on
Fast,
the
but
other
5
side of the
इंडियन
map.
प्लेयर्स में अलग ही
It
मजा
hurts,
होता.
and it can
सजा
happen,
होती सजा.
but you have to recover from it.
Yeah.
And this time, maybe a big old conflict push on towards A. But all right, Team
Nah, just
Secret, they're
kidding, dude.
controlled enough that they just immediately back off of it.
5 Indian players trained to
They
play
force
against
them
SEA
back,
teams.
But again, they just say, okay, screw it,
And
we'll
that
go
would have
see.
been
If that's
fun.
what you really want us to do. Texture's
fun to
all
watch.
is lonesome on this side of the map. They spray
Oh.
check, Dubstep's up over the top, scouting. Texture again has to just pull back all the way through Waterfall. Seems like this time, GE don't want to allow for a flank from behind, but Borkum still lurking.
ना जीजी लग रहा है यार
Staring
ये
into
मैप
B, finds one. Dubstep now pushing forward. Rossi on the
Nice
peak,
double.
finds one,
Nice.
finds
Nice.
another. Oh.
अरे
Looking a
भाई
little
भाई
more
भाई
heated
भाई
up.
भाई
The rolling thunder cuts across. Dazes them both. It's the TP well into spot. Rossi! Okay. The cancel comes in. For a second, I thought he was just going to be dead to rights and completely unaware.
Still, though, all that time is being spent.
Yeah.
भाई player ज़्यादा है पर time
नहीं है रे उतना.
HP भी नहीं था उसका.
Legs cut out from underneath him, and then the head taken off. Jesse Bash comes up with 2. Swing on, and Envy manages to stabilize the spray to take out Munyet. And Bazzi with 15 HP, splashing around, making all sorts of noise, will fall to Envy's hand.
भाई इनवी कुछ भी मार रहे
It's a
हैं.
4-0 start.
वो ult ने पूरा delay करा दिया भाई.
हाँ.
With all the cash that they've
इनवी
got
का ult
built
ने
up.
भेज दिया ना.
ना वो साइड पे क्या मारा यार दो रॉसी और टेक्सचर को शायद.
नहीं वो तो सोवन है मारा ना.
हाँ मालूम कोई मारा वो बहुत मेजर मारा.
हाँ.
वो किल बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट निकली.
Money, it could potentially be 0-5 Achilles, and at the same time,
Yes, he was.
although you can see that they're really trying to fight.
अच्छा ब्रीच लेफ्ट में बैठा था.
Secret just looks very much in charge, in the lead, with the way that they're rotating, not overly committing, and when it comes to the side hits, it's I have a feeling that this is exactly what Coach Spin is going to talk about, right? You have Texture alone on C. He can't do it all by himself, especially when you got 4 players from Team Secret just diving onto the site like that.
तूने कस्टम बनवाया ना कीबोर्ड?
कस्टम नहीं लग रहा था. पर उसका मेन लाइट का वो है.
तूने मैं तेरी बात कर रहा हूँ रे. तूने बनवाया ना?
Jeremy on lurks. There's so much that Team Secret are doing.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some, inconsistencies when it comes down to Borkum and some of his play. The early matches with Secret were racking up when they were towards the top of the standings and taking everybody by surprise. Borkum was being huge. We saw some dips, some valleys that were coming through.
भी अगर ये जी हार जाती तो कब खेल पाएगी जी?
Borkum
today, yeah.
Envy as well. Crushing. Absolutely crushing.
I think, yeah.
7-2-0.
Last chance वही होगा ना?
कहाँ पे वो कब होगा पर?
वो आइडिया नहीं है. इसका डेट्स आया है या नहीं वो नहीं श्योर नहीं है.
He's got to push out on C.
Now position around the revolving door.
Tap on it. No one moving forward. Borkum now inching in and still somehow gets air in there. What is that shot? Does get caught. That paranoia in hand. Comes up with 3 off the Sheriff. And how does he keep doing it? The Nano goes out, but a push comes in. Dubstep with a nice timing. Does take him down, but Texture's heroic stuff brought this into a man advantage. The spike outside the door.
Nice.
I think they might have lost the plot a little bit.
What in the world just happened? But still, Team Secret can fight. They might not have the numbers. Global might have the guns, but they don't have armor.
Completely.
A couple of headshots could do the trick, but they have to be very careful about the approach, and that's why Jesse Vash is going all the way around, but the Seekers!
Yeah, I was going to say, Bazzi, you've got it built up. Do you pull the trigger on it? He does, and he actually tries to play
30 seconds left.
aggressively here against Vash. Sends out the dart, smoke, keeping him obfuscated. Shorty swap. There's the kill. That could be the first step in the undoing of this round. Rossi able to find 1. Now it's all on Dubstep with 32 HP.
I got the spike.
Creeps up. But they've taken the side away from him.
No time.
And with 10 seconds
around there.
surely it's all over. He'd have to kill them both.
Should have saved after that.
It's going to be Rossi
भाई
finishing
अभी
the
टेक्सचर
job.
का POV देखना माँ कसम क्या था वो.
Timeout to get Global their
क्या?
first round here
टेक्सचर का POV दिखाएंगे ना
on
अभी?
Lotus.
Please tell me there's a replay.
There has to be. If there's not, I'll quit.
अभी दिखाएंगे.
God. There it is, all right.
Show me this man.
Oh.
Okay, sure. Borkum, low HP.
Oh
my God. Turns the flash and just
ये भी मार देता अगर वो उसने वो फेंका नहीं होता ना.
decent effort.
नहीं वही उसने देखा ना फेंकते हुए तब भी आया वो.
Find the last 2 here.
That's just masterful plays. Global Esports.
नहीं मैं कह रहा हूँ अगर उसने फेंका नहीं होता किलजॉय ने तब वो उसके पास चांस था मारने का. ये क्या था?
Miracle bailout. It's not something that you can
Fake
rely
aggression.
on. We saw them learn that on Haven. Texture.
अच्छा वो हर बार ऊपर था.
हाँ हर बार कर रहे थे वो लोग.
But there's so few and far in between when that was able to happen. And the regular neutral play, let's say, in quotations, it was just constantly going the way of Secret. So that round certainly does not get Global back into this necessarily. They need to be able to continue winning from here on out. Knives pulled, but Dubstep slow to react. Manya finds 1. Bazzi catches Jeremy, who once again is trying to look forward. Up on top.
That's scary, bro.
He's thinking about
Stinger.
trying to go for the gun.
Stinger broken है bro.
Dodges the dog, goes right over his head, but he cannot recover the rifle.
Intentional pull
Oh,
to
Bulldog bhi
front.
unfair.
Timing of SK Rossi's flank has to be important. But, well, defender lockdown as well, and Team Secret has to push up.
Anyone else?
No.
Okay. Just the one charge the Hunter's
Nice.
used there. Aaron finding
Nice.
one. Texture gunning down the other two.
माँ कसम एरिन भाई ने अपना नाम लिख दिया था
That will be them putting up a second round now.
तेरे नाम
Texture gonna be the
नहीं
handoff.
अटैक साइडेड है
Try to
अटैक
get
है
that
अटैक
lockdown.
ये हेवन जैसा है ना
Ready to go
मैप
once
जिसमें
more.
3
No,
साइड
we
से
were
अटैक
talking
होगा
about it. Sometimes you are looking for that consistency. In an instance like this, I'll take whatever I can get. And if Global Esports can, you know, hang on to that one glimmer of hope and then just keep going off of it. Use the lockdown, force Team Secret's hand, force them to peek into you. They might be able to fight their way back. They might be able to find a bit of a comeback. and
अरे
go
वो
back.
मुझे खा रहा है वो भाई खा रहा है भाई ये मेरे को दे
I love that at both watch parties we've just had like two dudes just eating and not watching the game.
Hey,
Everyone else
ये
is
deep
losing
throat
their
वाला
minds
voice
around
किसका
them.
है
Asian and Filipino food, it's great.
I mean,
अरे
hang
उसने फिल्टर नहीं लगाया रे माइक पे नहीं तो उसकी आवाज
मैं भी
बच्चों जैसी
stress
होती
eating
है
करूंगा भाई अगर मैं
Yeah,
वॉच पार्टी पे
delicious,
होऊंगा ना
banging. But these teams are banging as
तेरे
well.
पैसे लगे होंगे तब तेरे को स्ट्रेस ईटिंग होगा ना जब तू एंजॉय करना है तब क्यों होगा
Meanwhile, Global Esports,
अरे,
SK Rossi actually
खाना तो
pushed
खाने का
up
गेम
now.
देखते देखते अभी घर पे नहीं है वहाँ
अरे
पे
but-
बस मिलता है खाने को
ठीक है चल माना बट ऐसे राउंड्स में जहाँ क्लच हो रहा है या कुछ हो रहा है वहाँ पे तो तू नहीं खाएगा ना उस समय
खाते खाते देखूंगा
हाँ तो खा तो देख थोड़ी रहा था खा रहा था वो बिजी था वो
खा रहा था वो बात भी है
वो बिजी था ढूंढ रहा था
खाने के लिए
He's like, "Ha-ha!" And now over here.
वो नीचे खाने को देख रहा था सिर्फ खाते खाते
They're looking for that opening pick. And that's why it's kind of important for Global
He was like
Esports
अगले
not to
20
get
सेकंड में को
too
बाइट नहीं मिलेगा
aggressive.
जितना हो
You
सके
don't
एक ही
wanna
बार
push
मिलेगा
into positions that expose yourself too much. Team Secret has to
ए
find
बॉम्ब ले रे
Team Secret has to push out.
Can't shoot those guiding lights anymore.
Yeah.
अरे
Ryan, Aaron taking quite a bit of damage now. Door gonna be
Good
broken.
audible,
So
good
where we
audible.
started is where we'll end up.
Interesting.
Back over to B, Recon. Try to clear things out. They've got the smoke up top.
Gap.
Cloudburst.
कुछ है अपने पास अल्टी पल्टी
Hugging on the
अरे
He can't readjust. Jeremy
Oh,
takes
nice.
him down. and
डैश
falls
अच्छा
at the
था वो
same time.
हाँ
Rossi swinging around from behind, but it is noted. It is taken out. Borkham
बहुत टाइम है रे
is
काय
lurking
को भाग रहा
forward,
है
finds the kill. Push out Envy.
देखना
Will be the
रॉसी
finish
को
on
जल्दी
the round.
ट्रेन
It's
निकल
now
जा रही है
5
उसकी
on the board for Secret, reestablishing after dropping 2.
हाँ
This is incredible. I mean, if there are
This is-
replays and you pay attention to the mini map,
उधर जिसने
I don't know
लिंक
if
होल्ड
it's
किया था
Jesse
उसको
Bass's
सोलो
fault
होल्ड
or
करना नहीं
Robert's,
चाहिए
but
था
so many of these
किसको?
rotations, just little
वो जो
firefights,
डेफिनेट हाँ ये देखो ये मरा ना टेक्सचर को
हाँ
solo
यहाँ
hold
पे
नहीं करना
हाँ
चाहिए था
from Global
नहीं वो वेट कर रहा था ना आई
Esports,
थिंक ही वाज वेटिंग फॉर द टीम टू कम
deeper off
बट
the
उसके
B
भी
side,
पीछे जाना
like
चाहिए
you
था
were talking
उसको
about.
लाइक इट वाज ऑब्वियस दैट
Quite
ना पुश था
readjust to it.
थोड़ा कंट्रोल
And
लेते ही
that's that
टीम्स
team play, leapfrogging off of one another. Dubstep to dash in, and then Jeremy to peek off of it as well.
Yeah, the fact that it's flawless is just the icing on the cake. Monyet, being core, but it's
अबे
gonna be
कोई
noted.
तो
Dart
छोड़ो
not
डार्ट
cleared
को
for quite some time.
Okay, and we can take a Rubble control. SK Rossi's on a judge up by C as well, but you can see that Team Secret are taking this really slow and steady. Maybe an opening pick, maybe someone finds a 1v1 and then they rotate over onto another site, but if
They have
not,
pre-shelled
it
after they
could
get the
just
ult.
very well be this one overwhelming hit onto SK Rossi, who is alone.
Drone
Oh boy.
pushing up. Judge
Come
at
on,
the
come
ready.
on, come
He is
on.
going to get darted. Waiting to see if the aggression comes through, but I mean, they can see from the silhouette.
जट कंफ्यूज हो गया मैं जाऊँ या नहीं जाऊँ
Shock darts, putting a little bit of damage off the first one. Recon.
तो
blocked
Fortnite
out.
खेल रहा है
It's
बेचारा
gonna be
रॉसी
He's doing most of the heavy lifting. Finds 2. Rossi now with the knives. Does
Oh,
third.
let's go.
Second rather. For a little bit more, and he's not expecting
अरे
the low angle.
नहीं
He did his job, it
It's
is- it
delayed,
is his
but
job.
Borkham
Cut
now
off.
on his lonesome. Does he grab
Yeah,
Spike
round
and go
आ
for
गया
the
बस।
TP?
Yeah.
Alright.
उस पे अल्ट है
Going to be no.
हाँ
बट मॉनियट भी ए पे
Leading the way,
रुका
he
है
tucks in the
हाँ
sword.
मोने बोलता है मैं नहीं जा रहा तू आएगा इधर ही आएगा
30 seconds left.
अल्टी है ना इसके लिए वेट करो
हाँ वो ही गया
Seconds. Oh,
इधर ही आओगे आओ बेटे
Playing for a little bit of extra cash. Monyet.
बट प्लांट क्यों करने दिया उसको
जो अपने वाले प्लांट करने देते हैं
भाई टेक्सचर जो खेला है उधर
Seekers 3 to 5.
टेक्सचर और रॉसी भाई
रॉसी के kills देखने में
भाई रॉसी ने ये देखा क्या स्मोक किया ये किया वो किया उसके बाद भी मारा
Why didn't they choose attack? Because they chose the map, bro.
हाँ
or whatever it was, they are adjusting around these positions.
ये देखना ऊपर ये भी फेंका ओ नाइस
रॉसी ने एंट्री पे वन वे किया है फिर रिकॉन को स्मोक किया है इंसेन भाई
केजे मोलिस डॉज किया है क्या क्या किया है
एग्जैक्टली और शॉक डार्ट भी आ रहा था उस पे
ओमन फ्लैश भी था आई जस्ट रिमाइंडेड
हां ओमन फ्लैश भी आया था
बट ओमन फ्लैश खाया ना वो नहीं
नहीं डॉज किया उसने
3 and 5 and we need desperate. They're looking for it again and Dubstep is
कर लिया
mows him down. Aaron can only get one. Secret
yeah we know
say hey you like to do the same thing time and time again outside A. Well, we've got it counter stratted. Texture with a phantom, Rossi with this operator. And now one noted.
Did they not KO knife
किया था क्या surrender this round.
Save it.
Certainly a tough decision, but it's just far too risky. Far too expensive.
I think किया था but still
SK Rossi holding the
Rossi
angle,
by
but
save it.
just have to back off into a safer position.
KO knife भी हुआ था I think 3 to 4 were detained पता नहीं कैसे हार गए वो
3 and 6 practically. And if you could just like, you know, watch that replay, can't break down that round. Exactly how
Nice aggro to aggro. हाँ वो लोग ने read कर लिया 2-3 round से ये कर रहे थे करके.
Robo. So much of those utilities, you have to see that in slow motion. But at the same time, it's also Team Secret landing their shot. They're getting so much of it. In that exchange, it was 1 for 3 Achilleos. I don't know quite exactly how that happens, but it's perfect. Dubstep just instantly expecting the teleport from Monyet on towards top
Why
of
aggro
Robo
in defense?
itself.
That's how you play Lotus, bro.
It's just easy pickings.
Yeah.
Lotus पे either you go aggressive or either you play full
Are we
retake.
doing the Odin?
There's no other option. C side तुम खेल
I
सकते हो.
respect you. Please don't do this.
But बाकी
मत
दो
सुनो
sides
guys
I think
इसका
You don't respect
ये
him anymore?
इमोर्टल है मत सुनो गाइस तुम लोग
If he doesn't, if he gets
ब्रॉन्ज और
it doesn't
गोल्ड लॉबी में
work.
जो मन करे करो
As long
गाइस
as it works. Start forward to clear any kind of util. Actually, wise delay.
इमोर्टल वाले स्टार्ट्स मत
Setting
लगाओ
the nano off the back of that, and the shot. He's holding close, but he whips. Jeremy gets to live, and that means that the lockdown's still alive in this round.
Jeremy is like फिर
And
आएगा.
Borkum is in position to
डरता नहीं है मैं
डरता नहीं है मैं.
Hirasi.
अभी मारेगा
His
सबको
reactions have to be quick. He has to
ये
be
दो
back
लोग हैं
on the
उधर.
spot with that tailwind, or he could be dead.
Doggy
Thankfully,
style.
Aziz here to assist.
Dog leads. TP back out from Borkum. Sides are going to get turned.
I doubt they're gonna
Once
peek it
again
now.
over towards A. This is where the Odin is sat.
They know
Smoke
two
does come up.
two are playing B.
skate, and Dash going to run out for Rossi.
Here's that drone.
You can hear
Rotations
everything.
coming
उन
over
लोग ने
from
स्पॉट
Global
किया क्या
Esports.
रॉसी को
Monet
How
can
do you
hear
play
everything.
with the Odin here, though?
नहीं they had a feeling
Okay,
कि hold कर रहा
अच्छा.
है hold नहीं
Off
होता
angle
शायद.
on the revolving door.
Oh.
Thunder does not connect. There's
Oh.
one.
Oh, Dean.
Spots another one.
Monet is like.
Get noted. Passing,
Oh.
putting in elimination.
डरता
on
नहीं हूँ मैं
It's Jesse Bash in the head. Not Dubstep, but Jeremy. Everybody else just gone to the blink.
भाई डिफेंस में है कौन
Dubstep का position अच्छा हो गया पर जो भी बोलो.
Flies through, catches him.
Oh my god.
ओडिन ओडिन ओपी
All right,
Bro,
still
that
respectable, right?
Pre
Am I
smoke is
right?
crazy. Som पहले सबसे पहले निकाला था शायद तो Som ने and इसका मैं सब यूज कर रहा
Either
था.
way, it does get
It's
them
very good.
Monne got lucky with the ult वो स्पॉट नहीं हुआ
And
Bringing it now
Reach
within
ult
two
में
and forces a timeout from Secret.
I mean, apart from the
वो basically
kills and
उन्होंने
the
spam
Odin,
करने के लिए रखा है
it's
Odin वहाँ पे
also
wall के through.
positioning from Monyet, positioning from the team. As soon as they heard that owl drone, as soon as the timer ticked down to about, I don't know, like 30 seconds remaining, they could tell this has to be a hit from Team Secret. Everyone rotates over on time. The drone gave it all away, and Monyet just lets it rip, even going in for the wall bang at the end.
सिलाई
4 to
मशीन आई.
6. Team Secret now calling the timeout.
हाँ रे.
Can we recover and
अपने
make
कोच
it
का
more advantageous half for ourselves on Team Secret's side? Meanwhile, for Global
looks अच्छा
Esports,
है.
looking for that 6 to 6.
Shiny head.
I mean, can it happen again?
Mhm.
Is a decent question. We saw the parallels between map 1, map 2 in our first series of the day. Can that happen once more with a 6-6 half? Nice drawing. I like this.
Good proportion, the figure posing. 4 to 6.
We'll say. I don't know. I know that Tom is doing a watch party. I don't know if Mitchman is with him, but Mitchman likes the Odin.
Oh,
Mitchman
By the way,
doesn't
why
like him. I
did
don't like
why
him.
did they add S to
I
G?
have seen those
GS को
Twitter
किया
clips.
था.
esports
He's trying to
Hey,
get
but
back
क्यों?
to Immortal with his Odin
क्योंकि
too,
already
so.
I think एक है.
GE का कोई रहेगा.
Hey,
It's
if it works, it
right.
works. Right? We've seen Laz do it. We've seen other teams do it as well. Forsaken on Ascent. Sometimes it works. So I'm not complaining.
Important kill. बहुत important
We
kill
want
get it,
a
please.
good match, and SK Rossi is looking to make that happen as well for himself.
Goes for the swing.
Oh,
Just a
what?
little
How
bit
did
too
it
much
miss?
movement. The shot
He
ends up going
moved
high.
before shooting.
And that's information for Team
Bye.
Secret, so they are not going to head back towards the C side. If anything, SK Rossi could reposition, and we're headed back towards A.
We have a good read though. We have a
where,
good read. Let's go. Let's go.
This heavy machine gun is still in play.
But अभी time है, they can go back again.
Just a little warning shot. Hi.
I think this is the comment. Yeah.
Force him back.
ओए ओए
Oh no!
पांच
Trying
लोग
to get
दिखे
it
उसे.
paranoid.
Nice.
Couple on lockdown.
Oh
Will
my
be destroyed.
God!
Maniac.
भाई
What is
Odin
that?
OP
Keep
भाई
going,
Odin
this
OP.
son. 2 kills, both through a wall.
Oh,
Are you just looking for a little bit more?
Trust.
And here it
Oh,
comes.
no.
Oh!
Jesse will find it, puts the Odin on the floor. Push out the right click from Dubstep, takes down Bazzi. A 2v3, Dubstep at 21 health. And Aaron spotted
Remaining.
as he just slides along the wall.
Actually can do this.
Texture again, needing the clutch, pushes out, looks
What?
for one. The last bullet finds the head, but now down to 30.
They're
What can he do?
stacked up side by side.
He knows both of them.
Turtle will be
Good,
in
good, good.
know why.
maybe a
Yeah.
Nanostorm to flush them out. But he has to turn it into a one-on-one.
ऐसा मॉली पे करो नीचे रखेंगे फिर पहले.
Clear it out.
अरे
But Inby, too healthy.
लाइन अप हो
Only
जाता
had
है
HP,
यार.
bro.
Things working
Only
out.
had
I think
HP.
I'll take it for myself.
Last round
As
before the
Secret
switch.
I think सोवा ने काफी लो किया था ना
मतलब
उसमें.
Odin थी.
back of their timeout and be able to pick up around win, locking in now.
नहीं
7
रे
for the
attack में
half,
Odin
looking
उतना
to make it 8. And I mean, yeah, let's look at it. He's just blind shooting through
I
a
think
wall.
Moniot को यहाँ पे
If it
chill करना
works, it
चाहिए था
works,
after
alright?
getting those two.
Keep saying that.
And it's great, but down to it.
Actually Aaron को chill करना चाहिए था. KJ texture का wait करना चाहिए था आने
chill
का.
कर रहा था उसको तो पता ही नहीं है right.
Aaron को पता नहीं था ना close
a
it
4 to
was.
7, potentially a 4 to 8.
This spam sword is very good. कल energy ने भी use
Four
किया
wall
था.
bangs.
They even got a kill.
Envy
नहीं
has
energy
it
नहीं
as well.
sense settles.
So they just cancel each other out, right? How
Yeah,
math
yeah,
works.
pretty much.
Rossi again. looking to play
Rossi,
forward.
Rossi, Rossi.
Sat here at Mound.
Let's get.
Do they expect somebody to be on the high ground here? Texture, well, he swings out and he finds him.
Bro,
नहीं, no.
नीचे आ रहा है
They'll
pick
swing
करने.
off the paranoia wisely.
डरता नहीं है वो.
No operators in sight, so we're gonna.
Poor.
Oh my god.
हाइड्रा फ्लिक करेगा
It
उधर का.
hurts, doesn't it?
Ouch! Yes. Okay, we learn our lesson.
Oh.
Hunter Sperry will push them out of position as well.
Did he get a tag? Tag लिया ना?
Yeah, one tag.
Oh no भाई ये
Lucky.
कैसे क्रॉस कर गया?
Jesse Bash in the meantime looking to lurk around the back. Meanwhile,
Aaron
Jeremy
getting
looking
unlucky.
around top here.
अरे.
Barely gets the kill despite having the jump. Push in. Yet just far too low. Ends up getting taken down.
Still winnable. 3v3. Let's
Getting
go.
into a prime position
Nice.
to utilize
Nice.
this ult. Yes, there's going to be yes. Tries to send it over towards stairs. Tippy getting used.
Nice.
Checks
Oh,
back.
he's got a KJ at the last
Catches him
second to
for
avoid it.
canceling. And now he's got to get the
Yeah.
hell out of here.
He's gonna ult
He's
it
got
at the
nowhere
last
to go.
Come back,
Okay,
come back,
ult.
come back.
Wow,
Use
that's
the
far
Ari.
though.
And cancels.
Nice.
Texture's lap. I appreciate the attempt, but Texture wanted to check it out. Gets the read, gets the kill, and it's 7 to 5.
मैं last round में
at the
सोच रहा था कि
half.
KJ का ult बचाना चाहिए था या नहीं चाहिए था, but ठीक है, round में
He's
इनको
pretty
उनको
good
देता.
as well.
बहुत अच्छा.
It's just smart plays from Texture and Bazzi, I guess. I mean, being able to peek out of C that way, getting that opening pick, softens up the post-plant defenses from Team Secret.
But isn't
Global
Rossi
Esports
supposed to
now
peek that
lockdown?
because he's got the dash?
Tremendous value in flushing out these players' positions. Team Secret,
Texture का inner duelist
know,
अभी भी
they
KJ
tried
के
to
साथ भी
make some
suppress नहीं
Odin
हो रहा.
plays as well. It does bang up Moniet, but in the
वो I
post-plant,
think initial
Junkie
position जो
ended up
barrier
trying
पे
to
था
find
उसकी
a
वजह से
suitable
रॉसी पीछे हो गया था.
position to hold it with.
हाँ नहीं वो
Texture आ गया था.
Alambot आया ना I think.
So, Global
Lombard
Esports
से
stands a
पीछे हो
chance
गया.
at turning things around in its head, but keep in mind, like you've been counting, keeping track of all of this, Achilleos. Pistol rounds today so far. What's the score again?
Right now
ये
it's gonna be
पाउच
2-1.
क्या रहता है इसमें क्या रहता है?
In favor of Team Secret.
Sweat soak कर लेता है वो.
But it's
Global
optional.
very much needing to tie up that metric. Secret, the one.
But still,
step
Rossi
closer
actually
to
got
playoffs
good
if they
value
can
picks
take it away
last
from
round.
them. You have to keep in mind though, sides that we're starting on, how attacker-sided this map has been here in Pacific in particular. At sometimes, depending on the team. Yeah, but GE is one of those teams. 8-4, 7-5. The last two times that they've played this for their attacking starts. 7-5 would obviously give us OT, so I keep my fingers crossed for that.
Possible. Anything is possible, but at the same time, just trying to think about this agent composition. Of course, the one on global esports side is something that we're more used to, but I think as Valdez and Will talked about this fault line play with Envy on the breach, doubling up on top of Borkham's Omen, it is very useful for map control. And
Oh
then
my
you have
God.
Jesse Bass.
काश होता।
Sova, a little bit odd maybe.
ये नहीं लिखा था यार रोबो भाई, आपको आता नहीं, क्या बात कर रहे
अरे यार मैं सीखा नहीं है, मिस्टेक ले हो गया वो। हाइड्रा ने कोचिंग ली ना।
अरे बहुत के ड्रामा देखा भाई।
मैंने बहुत के ड्रामा किया है।
12-8-14-8-1. Looks a bit silly in the last round, obviously TPing back into his death, but given the performance that he's put up across both of these maps so far,
ये कुछ तो
I think we can certainly excuse it for him.
जस्सी हैवी खेल रहे बे। मैंने बोला नहीं नहीं वो हैवी है, उधर रेडी है, इधर चल।
Alright, hasn't been used and he's still holding it.
Going towards C, now Jesse Vash should be able to get information on the A site. How fast is your response time, Team Secret?
Okay, just gonna start backing away, the rotation's now beginning.
Okay.
Oh, they're playing fast, bro.
Wait, miss किया।
नहीं नहीं, typical shot था।
Rossi wants to push
Get
the
the
edge. There's
get
so
the
many
GES.
people up top here. He's going to be backed up by Monette. A tap on the rope. Have they baited Rossi?
अरे that dart यार, that dart।
Two as he drops down off the top. Now Monette swamped, absolutely taken out. And it's all on texture. Vulnerable in the corner, the spike stranded at the back of the site.
प्लांट भी नहीं कर पाए बे।
हाँ अच्छा प्लांट नहीं हुआ है।
They wanted to get to one before planting.
How do you isolate?
नहीं, actually it's good that they that plant नहीं हुआ।
And I don't think
Now he can take his time and play.
If he clears one, it's going to have to be an instant 90-degree pivot to clear the other.
30 seconds
Gets
left.
it. Looks for the other.
Nice, see?
Manages to survive, but
बहुत सारे एंगल है बे इसमें।
will take him down.
मोनियट ने ही वो रोप का साउंड दिया ना।
हाँ, इसीलिए इसने ये डार्ट मारा।
That's where
They're on the cusp.
डार्ट किया उसने।
This is not a
Confused हो गए वो
great
लोग।
sign for global
ये
esports.
ऊपर आया कि नीचे गया?
3-1 pistol.
Clear करो भाई।
That does not.
अगर वो उसने साउंड नहीं दिया रहता ना।
The old global esports pure. But still,
अरे वो साउंड
I mean, that's
देखे
just
भी
a
अगर
smart
मतलब
play.
ऊपर रहता तो
See
डार्ट
what
तोड़ देता
global
ना उसके
esports
लिए।
are trying to do.
हाँ
But it
वही।
got instantly countered first of all by Jesse Vash's recon dart, and then the classic right clicks.
This is curious. This is also a bit of a different look for GE. Most of the time, they lose a pistol. They get pushed onto, an eco position.
Nice
They don't
shot.
invest anything.
Ooh,
They do have
145.
sheriffs. They have frenzies. They've actually bought down 1,300, 1,250 across a couple people. Sheriff does get put to decent uses. Dubstep.
So I have faith. निकल सकता है
Rossi as well getting tagged. Rossi
Oh,
now
Rossi
entering.
bye.
Clears the site.
Faking
The spike's
alone.
still over by B. He's taking all this space. Now he's going to be marked. And if nothing else, he's drawing attention. And if GE
चलेगा, काफी लोग
take the
ले
spike
लिया
and
उसने।
ship it to the opposite side of the map, they would have a man advantage.
But उतने टाइम में कोई कंट्रोल ही नहीं
Here's
लिया
the
ना।
lurk. NB about to swing around on the right hand side. Looks like he just misses the
घुस गया ना
time.
ये देख।
हाँ, गन एक्सचेंज कर लो भाई तुम।
By stairs. Potential flank onto the B site.
देखो मोनियट को देखो कहाँ तक घुस
एक्सपेक्ट
गया।
कर रहा है, एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है गैस।
Feels like the wheels are coming off.
नहीं कर रहा, नहीं कर रहा।
The lurk, Monette in behind, trying to see if there's going to be.
काटेगा भाई, काटेगा भाई।
Let's go.
Monday.
Keep
He
going,
does
keep
it
going, keep
again.
going.
The patience.
He has a
He might
marshal.
not win on the
नहीं
round.
मिला, नहीं मिला, उठाया नहीं उसने।
30
Side now.
seconds
भी
left.
उठाया।
Forward, the Spectre
नहीं उठाया था।
recovered in the smoke. They flash for him, but he backs away. The fault line comes in. Monette decides to stay within the smoke. Spike not yet planted.
You don't
18
get to
seconds
see
remaining.
that
Monette
often.
checking. Doesn't see
The
NB
trigger
anywhere.
discipline.
And now he's got to
Like
get
it-
Bazzi
ऐसा
to save
वाला।
Bazzi with no HP. Will fall. Monette gets himself a third, and he needs an ace if he wants to turn it. A 1v2. They're both tagged up. He dodges a shot.
नहीं
Gets the
बे।
sheriff draw down.
उसके
And
प्लांट
denies
उसके
it
लिए
away
नहीं
from
था।
Borkham survives
Edit
with
the same
6
lab LP or
HP.
aim. If you're a new player, yes.
And that is now 9-5. Secret.
And if you get paid,
Gotta be
yes.
breathing a massive sigh of relief after
And if
getting
you want
away
to
with
get
that
better,
one.
yes.
हाँ, if you wanna get
recovery,
better, like वो
great
micro
performance
चीजें जो
from
तुम
Monyet,
गेम में
but
बार-बार
still-
practice नहीं कर सकते, तुम वहाँ पे
I mean,
repetitively
look at the
practice कर
trigger
सकते हो.
discipline on it.
It's all I care about seeing.
His name is Monwick with the Ghost.
I mean,
we ask him if it's Manya Monday, and he says, "Yeah."
I mean, if Dubstep
Good eco though, respectable. I'll take it.
unscopes at any
Oh, it
moment,
was a 1v2.
you would be able to see him out of the peripheral vision.
Yikes.
1v3 था, उसने एक को मारा.
हाँ, एक को पीछे मार दिया ना, वही मैं देख रहा था
I mean,
1v3
you
था.
have to admire Team Secret again. Although
Good
they suffered
start,
some
good
of those
start.
errors,
It is the breach
they
kill.
didn't over-rotate.
Sure.
And now, oh, they're going aggressive.
Oh,
they
they're
know.
looking to go very aggro. Rossi tagged low. Aaron
भाई,
finds one.
पीके.
Dubstep gets
क्या
another.
हो रहा है?
Again,
क्या हो रहा है?
down, and
No
you can
way.
see the attention is so very split.
1 on 2.
Winnable. They don't have weapons yet.
Bazzi very much with the HP advantage, but not so much anymore.
But yeah.
Sends out the Seeker.
I mean, he's one shot,
I need to
Doesn't
throw.
have the health.
but you
Jesse Vash.
don't
नहीं, नहीं,
really
he
know
won't-
that.
what's the-
एक शरीफ शॉट का है वो.
I mean, a shock dart will kill.
That's right.
अच्छा मार
And it
रहे
takes so much time for him to get to the A side too, and Jesse Vash perched up on top of Heaven that way. It's the prime position for a shock dart lineup.
Let's go.
Confirmed it. He's looking for him at Bazzi.
Nice.
He will barely get
I mean,
the
expensive,
clutch.
super expensive.
बहुत
but
एफ.
ओ भाई साहब.
उनका बोनस राउंड था
Round
ये.
now picked
Yeah.
up.
But ठीक है.
Global
We'll
Esports
take whatever we can.
भाई,
finding
69.
back.
जाम हो गए थे जाम.
But the cash flow on the side of Secret has been quite strong. So still
Oh, he got the
a
second
lot
one
to
in
work
flash,
through
Jeremy.
as they go into this next round and spotted an operator, I do believe.
बाजी हॉटी भाई.
Could be a huge tool. Just a big old scuffle, but again,
Okay, operator abandoned.
Just check Twitch पे emote only mode है. हाँ तो emote only red. GK match.
Global Esports, like you mentioned, it's not that consistent. They are still hanging on by a thread, and we're hanging on to that glimmer of hope, but Team Secret make it tough, and it's all that Killjoy utility on the site.
They're really looking to up the pace here, but it's
Rossi.
into both Nanoswarms yet. Rossi worked a little bit low, obviously. Bazzi could offer up some healing. As Hunter's
There it
Fury
is.
cuts across.
ए heal
for
देना
attack.
रे, ए heal दे.
Sends it in between.
Nice.
And it's just not quite going to find anything there. Drone is well almost used. Okay. Bash decides to hold it.
Playing side would be
So
bad
very
in this
wary that there
situation.
could
They
be
should
a
get
lurker
control
behind,
somewhere.
Speaking of which,
Very smart.
Dubstep going for it. Alarm
Yeah,
bot
shit.
spotted. Cloudburst down it. Okay, I believe Texture
They're
heard
gonna
that.
spot
Turns the
that,
sights
right?
back over towards Mound.
Certainly must have.
ना सुना रहेगा
Stuff
टेक्सचर
to
ने.
worry about.
Control area. Nice.
Oh
Keep
my
going, keep
God.
going. Yes, sir.
Pushing forward.
Let's
Gun
go.
can't get drawn down. Borkum
Let's
taken
go,
out. Rossi
Rossi.
pushes the corner.
Bhai
Waterfall
saab.
finds
Get
one,
him.
finds the second, and they know
खतरनाक
exactly
भाई, खतरनाक
where
round.
Dubstep is.
भाई उसको भी टिंक मारा.
Another
And
round has
HP,
happened.
he will be able to find
Nice,
one
nice,
parting
nice.
gift as he heads for the hills. Clutching that Vandal as tightly as he can. Monyet looking for the catch. Narrowly catches him through the box. That's
Okay,
gonna be
he heard
Global
him, he
finding
heard
a
him.
seventh. And
He
Texture
said-
just charging his way in, tucked into the corner. So he has not read this.
अरे
He's in the
make
corner.
sure.
अरे
Hello.
Certainly does
हेलो
well.
राउंड विन ठीक है भाई, समझ गए
Worked
भाई.
on the buy.
समझ गया.
Okay. Not the cleanest towards the end, but that is a clean sight hit. That is a good post-plant hold, and that's what we need more of from Global Esports. The way that they just
I
dashed
really
in
wanna
and
see
took
map 3,
control over
bro.
the site itself, knowing that
कौन सा map 3?
positions from Team Secret are all across the site, all across the map. I mean,
देखो
Bind है, I
Bind
think
है,
bind है.
bind है,
all these
bind.
angles, the way that they actually pushed out
Decider.
towards defender spawn was so big.
क्या
Puts us
हरामी ना
at 7-9,
dubstep.
and now a Team Secret
लगता है हरामी है.
a half buy. Dubstep holding onto that Vandal he brought over from the last round. They're headed back towards C.
Nice timing. Nice timing.
Spraying through.
Nice.
Kind of happenstance, drags across Dubstep's face. So you're talking about that rifle carried over. Now on the floor. Jesse would love to recover it.
I think
but
he's overstaying
holding close with a Bucky.
Yeah, निकल जाना चाहिए.
You were mentioning
अरे
it
Bucky है
before,
पर.
did get an
He won't
immense amount
push.
of value for them versus
Oh,
TR.
he's holding the Phantom. Okay, okay, got it, got it.
आप पर अभी आएंगे ना भाई अपने. अच्छा इसका है turret.
On Texture pushing
Yeah.
it.
लगा बोरकम push करेगा अभी धीरे-धीरे करके.
I don't think he has that range with the right click.
Even Jesse knows कि Phantom को hold करा रहेगा. Nice
What's
smoke.
important is
I don't know why I'm
happening
rooting for him.
a lone Jeremy with a shorty.
Nice, nice.
Oh,
अरे मिस किया
Jeremy on
उसने.
the opposite side will get use out of his shorty.
Money
but
भी
Monyet
crazy
do
भाई.
that too. Frenzy up close. Gets a
Monyet
couple shots
perfect
across
G
with the
addition
Bazzi,
है.
but he'll be
Frenzy
able to
use
survive.
करता
Rossi
है,
the only one falling
Judge
in the
use
round,
करता है,
so
Shorty
अभी
use
इनवी
करता
के
है.
पास
Pretty
अल्ट है भाई,
clean,
ये
which is
क्रेजी
something
राउंड होने वाला है,
Global
उनके पास
certainly
बहुत अल्ट
need.
है.
And Secret now will get another
क्या है?
full buy-in.
Breach
They've got
ult है,
four ultimates
Omen
trying to
ult
utilize
है,
coming into this round.
Are you
KJ भी है बे.
Separate themselves away from
Yes.
Global.
नहीं KJ है, हमारे पास भी है.
We'll see GE tying it at 9-9.
It could happen, right?
ओ उसने देखा
But
कि उधर वो
that's
चल
what
रहा
I'm
है.
looking for as well.
Like,
I mean, remember on the
bullet.
previous map,
ट्रेसर्स आ रहे
Global
Traces
Esports,
It-
they came close.
do you
They
think
managed to close in the gap a little bit, but it was
नहीं
always
बोल
at
सकता
one
ये
round
स्ट्रीम
difference,
पे
maybe
बट
two.
मुझे बोलने का बहुत मन है
If Global
बोलो,
can
बोलो.
कि
turn
अगर
this
अगर
to an
तुम
even
स्मोक से
fight,
शूट करो तो
9-9,
एकदम हल्का हल्का सा ऐसा
and they make it happen on this round where
gap
Team
बनना
Secret
चाहिए
has
smoke
4
में.
ultimates. That
CS का बनाना
वाह Hater.
तो इंसेन हो जाएगा भाई.
getting in from
Hater
है.
है
CS
भाई
तो
ये.
फिर भर देंगे ना आपको इधर.
Tools they have to work with.
चोरी कर लिया हम लोग
Lock
का.
in 10, get the double digits though for
ये भी
Secret.
चोरी कर.
It's pretty staggering. This is the kind of moment where if you're Global, you would love to have this.
नहीं भाई CS तो थोड़ी ना बोल रहा हूँ मैं.
And he will be
CS में है ना.
नहीं नहीं मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं, मैं तो गेम जानता ही नहीं कौन सी गेम है भाई.
आया कुछ तो था. चल नहीं रहा आजकल.
Global
Secret, they say we've got retake tools.
defensive.
Let's use them.
Rolling Thunder, lockdown. SK Rossi looking to disable this by pushing
Nice
further
control.
in.
Nice. Come back. It's fine.
Nade gonna be invested as well. Paranoia forces him back. Bundy in the meantime.
Bro,
back from the side.
Jeremy.
Finds three. Texture Aaron all falling. Pazzy full blind. Another blind.
One
The
enemy
flash
remaining.
flying his way, and suddenly he's completely.
वो साइड पे रॉसी भी. Oh nice.
Finds another.
वो जेरेमी क्या पागल है यार.
भाई उसका दिखाया नहीं यार.
But it is gonna be Secret
दिखेंगे ना
getting
अभी
the
दिखेंगे.
defuse, moving to double digits after all.
रॉसी को उन्होंने हॉल्स दिलाया तो ये लोग ने इधर
Back
पुश
up
कर
by
लिया.
2, not allowing Global to tie this up.
And it happens once more. I mean, Global gets to buy back up easy. That's not an issue. But looking at how these rounds play out, Team Secret keeps on extending that lead that you're talking about. And it's just smart
Phantom is
plays,
right.
knowing how to play off of one another. The Rolling Thunder might have been sent out, but they know. They could hear all those footsteps.
इस
SK
मैप में
Rossi,
yeah, Phantom
Rossi
is better.
supporting him with the guiding
सिर्फ मेरे
lights.
को लगता है
They knew
Breeze
that-
is the
that
only map
Global
जहाँ पे
Esports were
Vandal
pushing in from the back. And that's why they were able to turn around.
सही है.
I really hope
time,
Pandya can
just
use Phantom. मेरे
recovering
को अभी
from
तक नहीं आती है.
whatever is being thrown at
जमता ही
them.
नहीं.
They are so quick to
I really
adapt.
hope
Brain
it
Brain.
है Phantom में जो मैं यूज
Yeah,
करूँ.
a couple of deaths there as Pazzy
What?
is looking to pull off a
There's already
miracle.
कुछ कर. मेरे को Radiant Dress बहुत पसंद है.
RGX भी सही
Guys,
है.
They didn't get the lockdown out of them. So the tools here still able to match up for the most part against Global. I mean, Jeremy looking to go for
लेकिन powerful Vandal skin है. Like चला के ऐसा लगे
at least once
कि मैं Vandal चला रहा
off
हूँ.
of any kind of initial contact, but seems like he will be saving it for now.
That's not.
Texture
Elder
has
Flame,
lockdown as
bro.
well, but what I like for this round,
नहीं Phantom की बात
Elder
कर रहा
Flame
हूँ.
here,
Phantom
he's got
bro.
the null command that you were looking for in the previous
मजा आ जाए भाई.
videos, and that could be a very big factor in just completely nullifying whatever Team Secret tries to
line up
throw
देख
at
line
them.
up देख.
So this retake, if they
Balls
if
के लिए
Global
शायद से.
Esports can shut it down, they should very well get
Oh,
this
on site.
win.
Nice.
Secrets are
Secret's
coming.
out.
Yeah, lockdown going to be used. Fault line comes in. No command off the back, and they will go ahead and counter lockdown, but they have to try to clear this one. There's a 3-member stack to try to prevent it from happening. The spray coming through. The lockdown
अबे
is not destroyed. And
माँ.
Monyet is going to get caught.
So will Team Secret?
2 players detained.
30 seconds left.
Texture
Enemy
gone.
remaining.
Monyet dead as well. And just like that, they shut it down. They
अब
rush
क्या
in,
यार वो.
trying to get the clear.
रॉसी के पास smoke था क्या?
They
हाँ?
just slammed the door in their faces.
Huh?
Now
Rossi के
11
पास
rounds, 2
smoke
more to
था,
go. And Secret
use नहीं
have
किया.
secured their
Yeah,
place
he
in the
had a
playoffs.
He died before.
तो वो
Helios, I hate to say it, but
He could have
he's going
smoked
to
it
be
and-
very well it.
हाँ
I mean,
एक
we're
तोड़ रहा है
calling
एक fight कर रहा है smoke के
desperate
बाहर
timeout
ठीक.
at this 11th hour.
But I think he
Coach
wanted to
been
hold
doing
the
whatever
arm.
he can
हाँ वही वो एंगल होल्ड करते एक पिक
to
मिलता.
catch up to Team Secret, but it just feels like every
I think
single
it's
time
like a
they try to
split-second
do it,
decision. हार या
Team
पार कुछ भी हो
Secret
सकता है.
finds another way to extend that lead. It was that lockdown. It was the ultimates being spent. But Team Secret just answers in kind, and with the push as well, seeing the null command of all things as well, just gives your position away because of that pulse. And then getting detained at the end just hurts. The fact that you spent that
Aaron
many
थोड़ा
ultimates
जल्दी
in that
use कर
one
लेता ना
round and
ult.
it doesn't pay off,
तो वो ult नहीं कर
that
पाता.
is heartbreaking. You cannot let it affect you though, mentally.
नहीं उसने देखा ना चक्कू आ रही है तो उसने सीधा भागा
8
वो.
to 11.
It feels like it can't be looking that good for them economically. Looks like
चक्कू की धार से उसने पकड़ लिया.
It's one of
Half
these
armors across the board.
situations. You try to scrape it together. What about the next round as well, right?
I mean, this is
They should be
got to be a
right.
must-win.
RCB
You want to
calculator
avoid that
निकाल
OT
सकते
at
हैं
all
आज.
costs. But Secret, they are so very close to getting it done. Flash out, nothing noted. 4 players, however.
भाई I really hope कुछ
hovering
miracle हो
towards
जाए
this A
भाई, कुछ
site.
तो हो जाए.
Drone to try to check.
Deciding factor
Goes
है
for a
यार,
shot,
ये round
doesn't
हारा
find
तो
anything. It's Aaron and Monyet. Quietly
वैसा नहीं है
tucked
next
in.
round. है
नहीं
वैसा
है
Couple of
एक्चुअली
these rocks.
वैसा है.
नहीं,
सिर्फ बाजी के पास
ऐसा
नहीं है
ऐसा है, बट फिर भी वो बैक फुट पे आ जाएंगे ना राउंड मैच पॉइंट
प्रेशर
या 12th
अब 12
round
पे तो G परफॉर्म कर दिया भाई.
This feels like an entire stalemate between the two teams. They wait for somebody to pull the trigger.
Here, hit drop.
What? Oh my.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
No! On top of each other, but Monyet doesn't read it. Now he looks to TP out. Aaron taking down the spike strand. Vash finds a second. And it's suddenly, it's just Rossi and Texture left standing.
और इसको
अच्छा खेल रहा है
साउंड
जैसे.
शैडो स्ट्रैप का साउंड नहीं आया क्या
That is
मॉनिटर
one
को?
hell of a gut punch.
नहीं है फ्लैश किया ना
Such a
ओमन ने फ्लैश
fantastic
किया
read off of
Envy flash किया और
Global's
वो-
timeout. Warbirds
तो कैंसिल हुआ उसको टीपी
वही
का
बस
साउंड
क्या होना.
hoping to make the call to potentially push Secret
वो
over the
गॉन
line.
हो गया यार
Seconds left.
Texture creeping forward.
सेव आई गेस बाजी के पास गन नहीं है.
What do you do?
Got no way to try to clear this. The cloud burst, but Rossi can't even exit. Texture can only get one, if nothing else, to spare
Dash नहीं
them
था ना
from a
Rossi के पास.
flawless. But Secret will be locking in
Match point.
match point. 12-8. Now 4 consecutive rounds needed for Global, just to take us into overtime.
Not to bring attention to mine, their economy as well is talking about it. As soon as that cloudburst got sent out, wow, Envy.
भाई ये
What
इनवी
a
कुछ
shot
भी
through
मारता
the
है यार
smoke. And SK Rossi, despite all of his efforts, it still falls apart. Bit of a whatever they could scrape together. Aaron on, excuse me, Bazzi on a Spectre.
Here.
Dubstep on an
डर लग रहा है
operator.
भाई.
They try to throw this one last Hail Mary play towards the A site.
As we go into what could very well
हाथ
be the
पकड़ो हाथ पकड़ो
last
हाइड्रो.
round of this map, of this
है
match.
जी.
Will come, not reading the Texans in a poor position, but it's
Come on,
gonna
Bazzi,
be
come
good
on.
offense. Came a little bit whippy here, but takes Bazzi down to a
Ooh.
floor.
Ooh.
Flicks to the side. Aaron eliminated. Rossi
Nice.
does come in from the flank. He spares
Nice.
him. Saves the rest of the team.
Nice.
Dubstep struck down. It's all on Jeremy and Jesse Bash. As we will see Global pivoting now over into B.
Good and fast.
Spike getting planted. Bash is so very
खत्म
low.
हो भी क्या
Hunter's
डरना.
Fury cutting
That's when
across the
G
updraft.
performs, bro.
Trying to play elusively.
Jeremy must have heard it too, but it's an off-angle position. SK Rossi going for the peek.
He's got the timing. He's got the headshot, and Global might just have the round.
Down to Jesse Vash.
No, Rossi और मेरा same है पता है.
Saving.
We both pull out our knives a lot.
बराबर
And the timing here from Texture would put him on the floor, but he scopes in and
Oh.
takes him out.
ओह
And that's just, I mean, significant
ये
damage
कैसे मिस
dealt
किया
here.
यार
Full out game तो है भाई.
Global, they might take
Full
that
out game
round,
था.
but Jesse, I think, still going to be grinning at the end of this because the cash
भाई
is
इससे का हो
strong
गया
for
भाई.
Secret.
Full
So much
out
cash.
पैसे के
game तो
बांधे.
है. हाँ पैसे
A
तो
little bit
नहीं
rougher on the edges here, perhaps. Rossi looking over, checks towards drop on the opposite side.
नहीं टेक्सचर बाय कर सकता है ना
There's
शायद
not gonna be anybody
एरन कर
in
पाएगा
the
खाली
void there, and he gets another.
भाई रॉसी अबे
So we get
यार
some more.
मैंने देखा नहीं.
points.
बाय है बाय है.
बाय है बाय
Alright,
है
the
बाय है
buy will be
हाँ,
there.
last
Half
round है
armor
तभी
on a
अभी.
few people,
Thankfully.
but this was rougher than it needed to be.
They lose, they lose.
The second kill was very
I
good.
mean, watch
Yeah.
the replay because
Yeah, that's ये बहुत important.
SK Rossi was the savior of this round.
Oh, for sure.
Coming in at those last few moments, up around those side positions, he manages to save his teammates.
हर्ष भाई तो एकदम शांत हो गए
Go
टेंशन में.
Achilleos. And we have some
नहीं,
big,
हर वे
big
अपना side
tools
पे
on
चल रहा
Team
था.
Secret side.
वो अपनी स्ट्रीम पे ही बचता है बे यहाँ पे नहीं बचता है
नहीं यार मैं कुछ नहीं बोल
यहाँ
रहा
नहीं
हूँ
बोलता है वो
The site
मैं
retake
देख रहा
or the
सिर्फ
site
भाई.
denial. And right now, Envy rotated over to join on C,
Shadow
where
में
the
डूब गया
heavier
bro.
stack of players is from Secret. So, the 0 point up over the top.
Oh.
That's going to be coming down. Here on the Trailblazer, a dash away. Rossi avoids taking some damage. As they'll tap the door and maybe once again turn their sights towards B. Dubstep, however, is here. Aaron hits the floor. Spike recovered a TP forward from Monyet, but they still have to take this.
Yeah,
The long
fight,
bot gets
fight,
cleared. The
fight.
Rolling Thunder
Alright.
is already
Guilty,
doesn't
yeah.
go off the tap. so far. Still holding it, and he interrupts it.
Oh no.
The spike not on the ground. Rossi pops the knives.
Now or never, now or never.
Dubstep pulling away again.
Nice.
Monyet jumps up
Nice.
across the
Nice.
He got through.
They try to wall bang.
Wins the first fight in
मुझे भी
being
नहीं पता
noted.
था spammable है
4v4.
2 जन कर रहे तो
Lower
spammable
HP
हो गए.
bars though for the side of Global. Entrenched now.
वो
Unable to
डब्बा है
fan
ना
out,
सिर्फ
have
उधर.
to just play within the site itself.
think
Can
इसलिए.
they make it happen? The push getting ready to come in. Turn away from the flash.
अरे.
Not gonna connect. Jeremy finds one. Bazzi gonna be taken down.
Oh, he got this, he got this, he got this.
Looking,
You got this.
holds the line, finds one, steadies for a second.
2v2
The time starting to drain.
Oh,
He throws
nice.
out. It's everything. It's all or nothing. Commit.
Nice.
What is
In
gonna
with the
happen?
ultimate.
Just speak.
He's holding for the defuse. He gets it up to half. Put the shot in.
We won the
But
round.
now forces him back. And with the detain
no
not
time,
coming
no
through,
time.
Texture with his ult will have closed
But round
out this
around
round
by
and kept them
2v4
in the
round.
game. 10 rounds now for
Scrape
Global.
करके निकाल रहे हैं bro, I don't care.
Secret still at match point.
texture
2
and
more to
one
go
hit
for OT.
Such an expensive round. And again,
Wait, अपना रॉसी ने नाइफ स्वैप
saving
किया था ना शायद
themselves
से?
from elimination one
Super
round by
expensive.
one
No, अभी कुछ नहीं
round.
है,
That's one
वो
frag
उसने
by
हाँ,
one
चाकू
frag.
चाकू से खेला था
गन भी था, नाइफ
गन भी था उसके
हाँ
पास.
They are
So, अब
throwing
इनके पास, I think, दो जन
everything
के पास
that
बाई नहीं
they've
रहेगा,
got into these
if I
games,
remember
into these
correctly.
rounds. Team Secret make it hard. And they continue to
किसका pause
surround
है?
them.
अच्छा.
Yes.
But
TS
what a play. Just going in. First it was potentially a C hit. You had that stack up, but they made the fast rotation on towards B instead. Dubstep was huge
Roxy
in
is playing
getting that
fine
first frag.
Aaron थोड़ा सा
But
unlucky हो रहा
thankfully
है
enough,
ये वाला game
Global
में
Esports managed to come back in and off of Texture, getting some extra frags.
I like that
Yeah,
padding
Extend
for the
this
headset.
game. 2 more rounds is what
मेरे
we're
pin
looking
मस्त
for,
है.
but
but still
there
like
is
texture and
this
Monyet both
timeout
are
from
doing a
Team
really good
Secret.
job
Pin
for
must
us
है.
as well.
It's been a 50-50 so far. As far as follow-up round wins off the back of Warbirds' timeouts. Let's see which side this reinforces. Is it going to be a positive or a negative? And we talked about it. Everything to fight for with these two squads. Nothing being left on the table. And now nothing available to either side as
Yeah,
far
they
as
didn't
ults
have
are
a buy.
concerned.
Half armor करना पड़ रहा था दो जन को.
that's what it comes down to.
Bazzi going off for the Seekers.
Molly
Not
भी नहीं
playing
है इनके
towards C,
पास.
not looking for that easy mount grab up. Meanwhile, Secret, are they going to look for a crunch out of B?
Should hope not, but Jesse Bash. What?
Not sure if it was just a blind spray through, but then he also gets the dart for a follow-up. Noting their position and starting off down a man. It's not going to be a good feeling. I don't think there's been any good feelings for Global for quite some time here in this series.
One alarm bot. No operator here. They can break it. They can block off those entrances. Watch by the door.
No.
Dubstep.
He guns down Texture.
Headshot
He's been the clutch.
पड़ा.
Meister for them. Envy finds Aaron. Swing in the corner. But yet good for one, but
GG.
somehow Bork was able to draw it down. And that leaves Bazzi now in a
Unless-
1v3. He
unless-
gets one. He gets two.
I'm not gonna lose hope yet. Let's go.
1v4, I meant to say. Dubstep down to 10 HP. The Seekers go forward.
Hero CD is clear.
Noting
CD
them
जाएगा.
both.
You can
Where
cross
does he decide
to
go?
C.
10
Yeah,
health,
CD
can't
level.
self-heal. Jesse at full HP. The plant at the back of
Only
the
if-
site.
Sky खुद को heal कर सकता
है ना?
Singular
10 HP
trying to
बे.
fight for the next 15 seconds.
Oh
And he
my
needs
God.
to win
Bro,
this
क्या
on one
गंदा
tap.
Bro, he
pressure
gets
चल
to
रहा
Jesse.
रहेगा उस पर.
He
If
gets
he
to
has
pick here,
any
he
kind of
gets to
hope,
pick
any
here.
kind of dream,
But he won't
he
expect the
turns away,
second
he
one. I
looks
think he'll
back
look
into the
delayed
side,
करेंगे. Delayed
tucks into the
करेंगे.
corner, and it's going to be a double approach. He will
Oh,
need to
even he's
effectively
HP.
collat them if he is going to close this out, but he is not
Khatam,
watching
khatam,
for the
khatam.
side. Jesse
Yeah.
now
Classic,
dropping
gandhi
over the
ka.
classic. The push comes in. The right click takes him down.
GG भाई
GG.
And Team Secret will take out Global
Oh.
Esports, eliminating them from playoff contention and paving their way into the top 6. They are locked in for next week.
Team Secret. First taking down DRX just a couple of days ago. And then today, the adaptations, the smart calls, the smart plays, down to that final round, just checking the one little corner,
next time
securing their playoff spot.
एयरपोर्ट पे समोसा कौन खिला रहा है?
And it's heartbreak for Global. A sigh
Yeah,
of
I
relief
really wanted to
for
see them win.
Gen G.
चलो कोई ना. Shit happens.
They hold on, they hold out hope that they can still make it in. Give the circumstances are out of their hands. This is the best
Chill,
option
guys.
for them, the best possible outcome for Gen G. But unfortunately, for Global Esports, it is going to be the start of a fairly long
मेरे को इंटरव्यू
break,
देखना है, किसका इंटरव्यू आएगा?
as they will have to just sit
सीक्रेट का
back
है ना?
and get prepared for the
I think उसका आएगा,
LCQ
dubstep.
sometime after Tokyo.
And that is
probably.
exactly where I will have my hopes for Global Esports. Again, this is a team with so much potential.
Play around मत था
This
Texture का.
3K from Texture. All of the ideas that they had. The coaching staff, Eraser, Spin.
Texture is
And
really
also,
good, dude.
just the way that they actually explored and experimented with a double controller setup on Haven. Team Secret were strong, but Global Esports certainly fought as hard as well.
Texture ने जो
Very bitter
KJ का
pill
role
to
adapt भी किया है ना,
swallow.
that's really good.
But for Global, like you said, LCQ, something
इस
that we will
year
have to look
और
forward to
event
from
है.
them.
LCQ होगा
See
ना?
how they continue
टेंशन मत
to
ले.
grow and play as
रखा और भी
tournament
होंगे.
does come up, but it's been a wild story for this team, given expectations.
LCQ होगा, उसके बाद main event होगा. I think इसी साल होगा ना सब.
Same for Secret, who have as well had their ups and downs. A loss here completely would have eliminated them from playoffs.
भाई राका मेरी स्ट्रीम देख
With
रहा था. इतने
Warbird, with this
बट
veteran
ऐसा
core,
रियलिस्टिकली
सुंदर
Envy,
क्यों?
क्या उसे
Jeremy
कहते हैं?
joining Secret
टेक्सचर काफी
continue to
कंसिस्टेंटली
deliver
जेट अच्छा
some
खेल सकता है ना.
unexpected results. They take down
I mean space बनाने की बात हो तो हाँ, but texture clutch भी कर रहा है ना.
तो उसका
तो
सपोर्ट भी
भी देख
बेस्ट है.
jet हाँ, support में वो he's still providing value.
अरे वो लुरकुर है.
And
लुरुक
Rosika Valley
करके.
mostly duelist from Malta.
Rossi का value बाकी agents पे नहीं बन रहा था. That's why they put Rossi on jet ना, कि जिससे best value निकल सकता है उस पे खेलो उसको.
यार
खिलाओ.
एरिन बहुत ढीला खेला मालूम ये गेम.
अरे एरिन को आईजे उसको मैप मिनी मैप देखता रहता रे वो.
ना एरिन ये मैप पे मैंने देखा था जब तब वो किलजॉय खेल रहा था.
किलजॉय नहीं.
कल परसों कौन सा खेला वो? कल जो मतलब लास्ट मैच जो हुआ अपना, वो भी लोटस हुआ ना उसमें.
उसमें भी यही खेल रहा था. केओ ही खेलता है.
तो आई गेस उसके पहले वो किलजॉय खेलता था.
मे बी वो
I
तब
think he used to play Killjoy when
हाँ.
Texture wasn't jet.
Texture
हाँ.
jet
नहीं
था,
रे
वो
शायद
इसमें
हार्बर
था.
हार्बर आई थिंक सो नॉट श्योर. मे बी.
But yeah, I remember that as well later on. Occasion.
TS played well though. बहुत like फायर पावर अच्छा दिखाया TS ने.
एलडी का दुख. एलडी भी क्वालिफाई नहीं हुई क्या?
बहुत ओवर हाइप किया
It's
हुआ है
smart.
रॉसी को.
It's
तो
good.
किसने
They
किया है
have
ओवर
those rolling thunders from
नहीं पता रे
Indy.
मैंने.
उसने
And
किया
this
क्या?
kid is someone that you always want to look out for, but also the
Cat ने किया
entire
ना उसको
core. You're
overhype.
talking about it. We have Jesse, Vash,
इसको?
and Borkum leading the
को?
scoreboard.
हाँ.
21 on each of
भाई
them.
हर्ष के
यार,
व्यूअर्स
यार,
ने
यार,
हर्ष
यार,
के व्यूअर्स ने किया है
हर्ष
भाई.
के viewers ने भाई.
हाँ भाई ऐसी है.
did his damnedest.
हर्ष को भी हाइप करते रहते हैं ना.
हर्ष के व्यूअर जाके ऐसा टैरिंग की
हाँ.
स्ट्रीम पे स्पैम करते हैं. रॉसी बेस्ट
But
इंडिया.
unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. That stability
हर्ष?
was not found. It
नहीं
was
लेकिन
just
देखो
great clutch
कैसा है.
moment.
ये
उन
मना
लोग
नहीं
की
कर रहा
बोल-
है. हाइड्रा ये मना नहीं कर रहा है.
अरे ऐसा नहीं है भाई. अगर देखो अगर रॉसी अगर नहीं रहता
हाँ.
At the end
तो
of the day,
भाई
I can make that.
घंटा किसी पूरे वर्ल्ड वाइड में उसको पहचानते. ऑब्वियसली सबको पता है भाई उसका पोटेंशियल अच्छा रहेगा, तभी तो इसको उसको इतना ये कर रहा है. इट्स जस्ट कि भाई मेरे को तो ऐसा लग रहा है यार कि मतलब
locked
वो
in.
टेक्सचर
And it
और ये
doesn't
लोग
phase
ऐसा
them here as
इतना
well
काम
today.
कैसे खेलते मालूम, क्योंकि
But
उनका
still a
एक्सपीरियंस बहुत
fantastic
इंसेन है.
matchup between
वो
the two.
टेक्सचर
I'm
भाई
glad that
डाइंग
they
राउंड में भाई
decided to
1v2
go
निकाल
continue
रहा
to
वो
fight
2
back.
किल जो
अरे
निकाला
10.
वो कितना
They
काम
never-
होके
never-
निकाला
never
वो.
really gave
टेक्सचर
up
को भी
hope,
पूरे देश का
honestly.
प्रेशर दे दो ना,
But
वो
unfortunately,
भी
they couldn't quite find it.
एग्जैक्टली
shape करेगा.
एग्जैक्टली वही सबसे बड़ा डिफ है.
टेक्सचर किधर से है?
You called it, you know, a bitter pill to swallow
क्या
for
मालूम?
sure, but
हाँ
every
वही
step of the
तेरे
way
को
they
भी नहीं
never
मालूम.
gave up, and that's
नहीं है
something
वो.
that you really,
कोरिया से भी
really
नहीं है.
have to respect, and
सर्च
that's
कर.
what we're talking about. But still,
क्या
for
मालूम?
today,
किधर से वो?
Team Secret
South
out on
Korea.
top, and one of the MVPs for sure. I mean, maybe not like the MVP.
अच्छा अभी
but
देखता हूँ.
We'll find out.
कोरियन
But
जेट
at least
बोलते
for
हैं
now,
South
it's gonna
Korean
be
बोलते
him
हैं.
कोरियन
in
जेट
the
बोलते हैं.
interview
वही
with
बट वही
Youngmin.
एक मेन
Let's
सीन
hear
है
from
मालूम.
Borkum.
और वो बाय टाइम हो जाएगा यार ठीक.
The thing is, it's at least an upward graph right now. मतलब पहले से तो improvement है ही ना. Just
Thank you so much.
Be happy
Yes,
with that,
I'm
I
so
guess.
happy for you. And now
Sabko.
TS has shown an amazing performance
मोनी है सिंगापुर से
against DRX, and now they even got GES. So
Erin
going to
Canada से
playoffs. So how do you feel for today's game?
For today's game, I think for us it's just a normal day at the office, you know.
मैं भाई पर ये बात तो
because
सही है, मैंने
we
जो मैच
came
वॉच पार्टी किया था वो
prepared
सारे
for
जी
this
यार
school
मैंने
season.
एक मैच विटनेस नहीं किया
Yes,
है
you're being
जी को
so
जीतते
calm.
लाइव
And like people are so
तूने
talking
पिछले बार
about
तो
how
नहीं किया था
TS has regained the momentum. So what do you
नहीं
think has
मैंने
changed
जितने भी
with that
देखे वो
strong
सारे
उसके
हारे
पहले
हैं।
वाले हफ्ते में
The
नहीं किया था
our routine
And what time
is
जीता
the
था ना?
main.
तभी भी तो हारे थे
Is the main.
नहीं ये सैटरडे वो तो नहीं किया तो जीत गए
That's okay.
ठीक है उसके पहले वाले
I'm,
वीक
I'm so speechless.
लास्ट
That was
सैटरडे
a busy game though. Your games like team